Hey, family. What's up? Good night. Welcome to you all. Who do I have in the house? What's going on? Night, night, night to you all. Hey, guys. How was your Easter? Because the holiday is still going on. Good Friday. It's now Saturday. How you all doing? How doing? Hope all is well. Okay, I see you all strolling in. Who is in the house now? I see Anna Marie. Welcome, Anna Marie. I see Jillian. Jilly is in the house. Night, Jilly. St. Mary early. Yes, man. No dance now, Kipper Road. So you come early tonight, St. Mary. Lauren is in the house. Marlene is here early. God, Marlene. Bliss, fully blessed. Good night. Bells is here. Who is this? Again. Lord, I don't want to butcher this. This is Agatha Reed. Welcome to the house. Marlene there upon her ears. Sandra is here. Good morning, Sandra. I know that it is actually morning in London, and Sandra is here. Good morning, Sandra. Yeah, Jilly. So when I say, Melody's in the house. Night, Melanie. How are you all doing? Happy Easter to you all. How are you doing? Yes, said Mary. Now hear me. I said, boy, I said, Mary, they are early. I am so happy to see you so early. So that no more dance now, keep a road. So you come early tonight. Welcome, welcome, my darling. Yeah. So St. Mary's in the house early. So what I say, what go on? What I go on? Yes, we're there early today. And just before we get in any other thing, we just want to know if it's we kind of change up the little narrative on the channel. And we are trying to go a little deeper as the intelligent, sensible people we are. Our brain can extend to enough more things that we have a lot of things. We have some whole heap of things that we want to talk to about, so we can talk about those things, but not for 1 minute. I don't want nobody get it wrong. We will never abandon the fight for AK. Because I don't know, say me we put down the morality for 1 minute and go cuss and wipe off my mouth and come back, come talk positive things. So I don't know that. So and that's how the thing said. All right. Good night, bells. So when I want nobody feel say, then still I go run up and down out there and make noise and chat foolishness, and if it burn me, not answer them. Oh no, me still have come out go answer them. So when I say, just to put that out there. Me look for you, ma. Me I nearly drop out 6 o'clock. Oh, Nikki. Nikki me did tell us at 7 o'clock Jamaican time. Good evening, Tia Tati. How you doing, darling? Georgia is in the house. Truth is truth. Good night. Who else do I? Who else me see when me never shout out? Yes, I wanna say, what is going on? Me say, you never believe what happened. After me wake up yesterday, no, Thursday night, I fry me sprat them box cover I'm going in the kitchen like a while because I'm going to eat too. At the empty container, I see the spread them done. Then yam them off. Not even a cry. I just all wait and see if I can find some for buy tomorrow and fry them for myself. Got the name my mouth. They spread them done. Yes, Sandra. I'm trying to add a little, what you call it now, volume, a little variety to what we talk about because we are intelligent people and we know how to keep conversations going. So I wanted was, and then the truth of the matter is that my passion really is to talk to women or share. That is one of my ultimate passion, where we can have a little safe space, a little safe haven for women who have gone through it. And somewhere where we can just hang out and relax. But one of the problems that I'm having, you see, is that in Jamaica, I don't have access to membership. And so because of that, I can't offer membership to my subscribers. Neither can I subscribe to somebody else's channel because that option is not available. I think it's the Caribbean, or I'm not sure, but I know definitely it's not available to Jamaica. And so that was one of the things that I said I wanted to have that little safe space where we have membership, where we can sit down and talk. So probably what might have to go do is for us to do some private lives where we can sit and talk, space where we won't judge nobody. Because, certain things we don't want it out in the public. We know everybody in our business. But I want to do a safe space where we can just talk. That is ultimately why I want this. What I want. I might build a new channel for that. Take it away from the pasa, where people can anonymously come, tell their story, speak their truth, and move on. Somewhere where we don't attach a face to a voice, unless they want to show their face. But we want to create a space where anonymously people can share their story, have a voice, tell us, because their story might be able to help somebody. They can tell us how they overcame, what they did to cope, and so forth. Because as I say, I was drawn to AK's story because I was in a marriage for 10 years whenever did I gone away. And it wasn't easy. And I stayed for 10 years. And I went to learn the truth that I stayed. And it was not because of the child, because I had one child I have two daughters. One was before I got married. One was one is for my husband. That wasn't the reason I stayed, I still, well, subconsciously probably is. But I still couldn't put my finger on the reason why I stayed so long. I stayed for 10 years. When in fact the marriage ended after 2 years. And I stayed an extra 8 years. And I had nothing to show for it. But heartache and pain and hurt and eventually, when I came out after the 10 years, I lost every single thing. I went into the marriage with a house, and I came out the marriage without a house. I went in the marriage with a business. I came out without a business. And I still can't understand why I stayed 10 years. But anyway, that's for another time. I tell you, eventually I will tell my story. So, wagwan, enough for me now. Me I go put the link down here so I want to come talk. Tonight, we're talking about why do you think people stay so long in relationships that have ended or relationships that obviously tell them that them not needed, or abusive relationships, or relationships where them married but them lonely. Why do you think people stay in these relationships so long? That is one thing we're going to talk about tonight. And another thing we probably can touch on is why some women keep going back. Me personally was one of them. In Jamaica now they have them call them yam weather. You know they would call it in my time. I left 3 times. I went back. One of the time I go counseling, because the truth is I grew up in church. I got baptized when I was 12 years old. I grew up as a young Christian. We were taught that marriage was not divorce was not an option. I was in church, I was on the choir. I was a praise and worship leader. I was a PR officer. I was a Sunday school teacher. I was children church director. I was a church secretary. I was so many things. I had a husband who was one of the chief musicians. He was a choir director. He was in charge of music. And so we had a repetition to maintain. I think that was one of the reasons I stayed. I stayed to please people. So when the marriage done, and me decides, I mean, I go back on our church, you know, I'm tired of this, because if God can't help me in a marriage at home, why me I go back? Which was a wrong reason. So I stopped going to church for that reason. And I stayed away for about 10 years. Anyway, one of these days I will tell it slowly. So what I say? Make we talk about it, no? Yes, we're going to talk about it now. Why do you think people stay so long in relationships that are obviously finished, but them still stay? Why I want to think them stay? I'm good here, having fun. What about you, hon? Okay. So I say no. No, you are not late, Bloomberg. You're early. We are just in about 13 minutes, and it's just me one day I ramble away. So you have not missed anything, my darling. And so my sister Marlene come join me now. Babe, me have company up, yeah? People stay because of fear and embarrassment. For me, I think, all right, I grew up in church. Church was the only thing I knew. From me born in a church. I grew up in church, and as me telling me, get baptized when I did 12 years old. One time I could have preached, you know. Me not tell you no lie, no preaching me do. Could I preach, because I was a youth director. I was every position in that church, you did have it. And I got married to the man of my dreams. And I think one of the things that really broke my spirit was that the place where I thought I would be most sheltered was the place that I got the most hurt. Because for one, my husband was so charismatic. He was everybody in the world liked him. So it had to be me the problem, because such a nice man could never do you the things where you say him do. So I stopped talking, because nobody now believe me, because through my come out, no for me, very lippy and very feisty. They say I'm me a feisty with the man. And so he did what he did, because I am not a submissive wife. And believe me, you're not going to find a more submissive woman like me. Because at one point, I think me a Lydian maid. But my husband, and then when he started to flirt with the young girl, them know, I became the laughing stock and the puppy show of church. 'Cause everybody did know so my husband there with everybody except me. And then the people them tell me say because me not have enough faith. And because me not pray enough. And I must pray to God. I pray so till I don't know if it tell God say again. And so it was for me. And I stayed because of embarrassment and because I didn't want to let people down because the young people them in the church look up to me and them must say then a whole auntie marriage done. And I stayed out of fear that I was going to let down so much people. So me stay in the mental and the verbal abuse and the emotional and me stay. Because if I one thing though, there was no physical because you know let me and get well. So that I didn't have a problem where that is concerned. Because me tell myself, say me have a dead trying, but you now lick me and get away with it. Cause if me can't get you when you're awake, me I get you when you're asleep. And so there was no physical, but verbally, emotionally. And I went through that for 10 years still. Just decide one day, say, you know what? Enough is enough. God, if I saw it, I'll go me have to call it a day. And I stopped going to church. And my pastor wasn't pleased with it. And they met me know. Well, in a sense, they let me know say I had no faith in God and I did not trust God because if I trust God enough, He would have worked it out. Sometimes I think it's true, but well, I mean, left it alone.
No, no. Sometimes the Almighty is showing you things, and you just have to listen to Him. Some people believe that staying is, as you say, fate, but sometimes the Almighty put you in a position where Him said, "Listen, this is what I want from you, and if me I show you all the signs that this is not for you, then believe me, it's not for you." Right? Um, m- m- my parents were together for 67 years, married for 63 years. I love that idea. And I wanted that for myself.
Mhm.
I got married at a later age in life. I got married at 35, I think it was. And when I got married, said to myself, this is it. Like I waited this long. That means this is going to last. We were married for 15 years. And as I shared before, one day the man just came in and said to me, I mean, it didn't just
Okay.
happen. Things happen over months, a few months, very short time, where he said to me, this marriage has run its course. Now, understand this. I was raised in a Catholic church. But one thing I told myself, I'd never get married in the Catholic church because that religion has this thing about divorce. You have to go
Mhm.
through this whole thing and
Mhm.
what have you. And me said to myself, say if it not working now, working now. And and none of them rules are now gonna stop me if it needs to end. And I'm glad I didn't get married in the Catholic Church. Because when this man said that to me, it hurt. It hurt bad. Since, the man did make a commitment saying, oh, you know what you want, me know what me want, we could do it and all them things they are promise. Go in church and made a promise of commitment for a lifetime. And I thought it was possible because my parents were doing it and I think I knew what it took to make it work. It wasn't all peaches and roses. There was a time shortly before I got married where I said to my dad, listen here, that is why me now get married and I become I want a man come tell me what me can and cannot do. That's what I said to my dad, right? And then a few months later when I introduced him to this guy, and the guy asked for my hand in marriage. My dad laughed at him, saying, I get married. But I had a sense of self. I knew what I want. And so when I made that commitment to say, okay, this is it, this is a man, I get married. And then when when this man walked in and said, this marriage on its course, it's like, oh my God. Any woman here who has gone through. You talk up. You had that time where you had time to basically separate your heart from the act of marriage. So you during that 8 years that you were you knew, you know.
Because it ended from this after the second year when the honeymoon was done, was when the
Mm,
cracks started showing.
started
So
showing.
I stayed for 8 years when I knew it was done.
Yeah. I don't think I had that option to stay because a man say it done. And I wasn't going to stay somewhere where I wasn't wanted. I wasn't going to do that. Of course, I appealed to him to say, like, what's going on? Let us work it out. But he had already made up his mind. And I went through that grieving period, the grief, the anger, the this, the that, the that. And then I was praying through that time, and my mom was praying for me and what have you. And then things started happening. It's like which I interpreted as Almighty showing me that, hey, think back through all this time that you were together. There were things happening that you brushed aside, you didn't pay attention to. Just think. So I started going through that, and I realized, you know what? There were things, so-called red flags, that were in our marriage, but I was committed to making it work. So I overlooked certain things. I talked about certain things, and we, and made that promise to be, so to do better. Let's work on it. But then when that time came, when him announced this marriage has run its course, and then promptly after that, pack up himself and went down to went down to the US to be with someone else. So it wasn't hard for me when because in Canada you have to be separated for at least a year before you can file for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So when that time came, and he said, "Can we get divorced?" I said, "Sure." So our divorce was joint. I filed it. In fact, I did the separation agreement, everything. I did that myself. Make sure that whatever he's doing, get him to sign a waiver that he's not entitled to any of my pension and all that sort of thing. I made sure to put that in there. So the separation. So when it came to filing a joint divorce, now it was easy because we referred to the terms of the separation. And with a divorce decree, I think it's the same in Jamaica. You have to wait 30 days after the declaration is signed before anyone can get married again, right? Any of us. So by the 30 days came around, of course he got married. So let's say
Wow.
he got married. Yeah. Let's say he got married in September. By January, I got a registered slip. I came home to a registered slip um, in my uh, my post office box. And when I'm like, and it came from the address that I know he was living. And so when I looked at it, it was the new wife sending me a registered letter to ask me if I knew where this man was.
But yeah,
Me just park it in a file 13. I
exactly.
None of my business.
That
Are
is
you a
not your
man?
business. You know?
Yeah, none of my
That's your
business.
husband. Your husband.
Exactly. Yeah, But went into all that to say this. As I stated before, ever since he and I separated, things just started moving for me. Things just started happening. Like, it was rough in the beginning. There were times I went to my bed, I didn't know how I was going to make it. We have a, we have one child, a son, and and and
Oh,
and
please, Sandra. Hush. I'm so sorry.
and this man, would you believe it or not, when he physically left our marriage, we were supposed to have been our house, our We were supposed to be celebrating my son's 14th birthday party at a restaurant. Plan everything and what have you. While we were there at the restaurant waiting for him to come, he sends a message. Oh, I have a plane to catch. But after I met me change the time, we have a plane to
Mm-mm.
catch. Now that cemented everything. Hurt me if you want, but don't hurt our child. Don't do that. So that cemented everything. Anything that I had in here for him was gone. It was like it wasn't hate. It was just indifference. Just indifference. I'm like, if you're willing to do that, to go, you really don't belong in our life. But as I said, after that, and I wondered how things were going to happen for me and our child. They might just put people in a way and put things in a way and just start grow, 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 grow. So I say to myself that, you know, I think this was the Almighty saying to me, that was a reason in a season. And I always use that. There were things
Mhm.
that needed to happen, but he was for a season. And I think we were separated when that season was over. And I thank the Almighty for that.
I thank God too because, well, for me, the first part was rough because I thought I took it too hard. Because
Mhm.
I keep this pity party, but after a while, because one of the things, I got married, I bought my house. My husband moved into a brand new house. And
Okay.
he never one day helped me pay a day mortgage on that house. I
Mhm.
bought that house when I was 32 years old. By the
Wow.
time I got to 40, I had finished paying for that house.
Mhm.
And I think the part that really took me out was the fact that when we were getting divorced, his lawyer filed for 50% of my house.
Because it was communal property, right?
Well, them say after how much years of marriage, the thing for share. So he ended up, then them, I could not afford to buy out his part, and he wasn't willing to, whatever, he just wanted it. But the problem was that I had used my house as collateral for the business that we were doing. And then
Mm.
the loan stopped paying and the bank. So I just know, I just tell the bank, here, one now, just take the house,
Mhm.
just take it. I mean, I can't go through the stress. So
Um,
the bank took the house in order
mm.
for the, because the mistake I made was that I used my house as
A
collateral for
plethora,
the loan.
yeah.
And
Mm,
that business was a family business. And that
mm,
man run that business to a wreck. Me every day I have a new woman and him, me a put in and him a take out. And the funny thing about that was that while that family business was going, I still held at 9 to 5.
mm. You
Because
held
there
on
were
to it.
days when I had to use my salary to pay some of the worker. That was when the business was new.
Mm,
And when the business took off and start getting money, Mr. Man just figure say it was time to go and have fun.
mm.
But
Big.
I learned from it. I learned two things. I learned that never again would I use my house as collateral for a loan. So I learned I
Mm,
had to learn that the hard way.
mm, mm.
And I
Yeah,
learned now that my business that I have, the only name go in there is me and me picking
yes,
them.
exactly,
So I
exactly.
learned a few things as I go along.
Yeah, I'm,
And so,
I'm
and then
scrolling.
for me, it was, I think for me, the place that I thought I would have gotten the most support at church, where I knew all my life, because me ain't know nowhere else at church me grew up in.
Mhm,
I didn't get the support that I wanted. But I'm glad so that has not changed my mind and turned my mind from going to church. I have changed
mhm,
that body, not probably the location, and go to another one. But at first, I was taken aback at the way how they treated it, because people tend to tell you you're not trying hard enough and you must learn to forgive. And I'm saying I've learned to forgive, but that not
Mm-hmm.
say me supposed to stay in it.
As Marie Bruel says, she was in same pretty pretty much same. She was in church, and her husband was verbally abusive. Let me say, we were in church. I had to run, and the church didn't believe my side.
The same thing.
And
The church
yeah,
didn't believe me either. My husband
hmm
was one of those lovable person. That was
hmm
one of the things that attracted me to him, the way how he treated the women on a whole.
pretender.
And he treated them nice, and he had this good spirit. He was jovial, he was helpful, and he was everything. But then
hmm
when I got married, I realized the person that at church was not the same person at home.
Mm.
You know, Dr. Hyde, Mr. Jekyll, that
Jekyll,
was
yeah.
him. He was nice to everybody except me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out what wrong have I done this man? And I blame
Mm-hmm.
myself for everything.
Mm.
Probably me never do this right. Probably me never do this properly. Sometimes when me iron the shirt, then me go back go look and say probably me never did
Wow.
iron it properly. Me look if you see me in the sleeve, they're the right place. If you see me in the pants, they're the right place.
Jesus.
I mean, look how one time me done clean, me stand up and lean, me head for safe, me can see me face, for make everything perfect. So that when the man come home, me don't have no problem. When he come home, me set him bath, me do this, me get
Jeez.
everything, me I
A
try
proper
just to
wife.
be the dutiful wife. And then the
Mm.
people them say the Bible say you must be submissive. And the only thing when me try because through from my mouth, me can't help myself. Me try. When he talk to me ball I water through. And it's not because I won't tell me a true when me want tell him say me can't tell him because he might go back to church but tell him say me tell
That's
him
what
about
you
this,
say,
I tell
yeah.
him about that. So me cry. And I went through this. And nobody believed me because they must say
Mm.
that a nice man there could not do what you said the man had do. So me just stop talk to them because me realize me was the bad and me did a girl the problem.
Mm.
Until
Yeah,
I just say, you know what, enough is enough. Make I
that's
do
the
my
same
own
thing
thing
that's
and take
happening
it.
to
Because if
me.
I did stay there with them problem, I till if when I left, he met me know say if him can't get me, nobody can get me. So the first
Wow.
thing he do him stop go church and start
Mhm.
threatening me.
Wow. Yeah, Gillette. Yeah, Gillette. We as women, we go through so many things, and for the sake of a peaceful life, and a peaceful, outcome, we hope that things will improve as as
Yeah,
sometimes we suffer these.
want it for work because me I said,
Yeah,
you shame people are gonna say you're married and you're divorced. Me want it for work. And me do
yeah,
everything swallow my pride. I lost myself
self,
because
yep,
I was the sort of person who full of life and jovial. Me love street and anywhere the concert. Then me God, I lost all of that.
yeah.
Because my husband said me love road too much. And me
Wow.
start stay home.
Holy
If
Savior.
me watch TV, say me watch TV too much. Me
You,
read
you
one
know,
book, me say me go on like me bright eye everybody. Till me don't know if it do it myself in my house.
you know, um, it brings me to this, and I think that's why I was, like put off by Delroy with Alicia's story. But it brings me to this incident that happened on the 1st of April in Coral
Oh,
Springs.
yeah, that's true. Tammy Wash, I was reading, she said, society groom women to believe their only worth is to take care and to listen to men. I
Men,
was groomed that way because my grandmother grew me. And my grandmother, when me I get married and when me tell them and
good
everything, and
night creations.
my grandmother was of the if him for raise invoice, mama say As a man stay, no pay him no mind. And
Listen
if he
here.
if he do something my grandmother say, as a man stay, nobody pay him no mind. Nobody say nothing. And when your husband talk to you, if you make up your face.
You know you know, you want to hear something? My dad was the person who instilled certain things in me.
What miss me?
No,
Something miss me, missus. Somebody say, oh no, Juliet, so sorry, hon. What miss me,
yeah.
Juliet?
Juliet says the same thing that is, I think she said that the same thing is
Oh, okay,
happening with
okay.
her. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
okay,
The,
okay.
my father poured into me the strength. So, so it's, that is how I ended up saying to him because something that happened with him and my mom, where my mom sisters came from all over, and they had planned to go down to the country to spend it with their mother. And then they all came, and then when my mom packed her stuff and was ready to go, my father tell her so she can't go.
Mm-mm.
Me say, Mama, go on. She said, no, because me say, Mama, go on. Him, him, him come and say, listen here, this is my wife, and I'm talking. Me say, you so you stay? You tell me, say me must make no man come dictate to me and tell me anything, but yet still you want to do that to my mother. Mama, go on. She didn't go. And this is how I ended up saying to him, that's why I'm not get married because a man come tell me say something like that, you know. So he laughed at me when a few months later, someone came and asked her. And after my it was 2 years after my divorce that I told my dad what happened. Every time him call the house, I ask for my husband. The same day I work, and because he would have a business, I'm the same, in busier some 2 years. And when me couldn't take it no more because I was lying to him, and me said that, let me tell you something what happened. I'm gonna tell you because my mother tell me don't tell him because my dad had put so much faith in that man when he walked me down the aisle.
True, true.
And mama said not, yeah, my mother said not tell him, don't tell him. And so for 2 years I didn't tell him. And it took me when I went to Jamaica, me and my son went to Jamaica. Um, I wanted him to see me, to see that we were okay and that he didn't have anything to worry about. And then I sat him down and I said to him, this is what happened. He was mad, but he was calm because you see, I was doing things and I wasn't suffering or having any repercussion. And him said, one thing him ever lick you? I say, I'm mad, you are mad, dada. Go lick
See, so
what?
me say to liquor.
Lick what? And
Liquor.
yeah, and he knew he could because me not tell a lie. Me, I was that person. I didn't have any sisters. I grew up with just boys. So the rough and tumble and the no for fight and all them things there, that are me. So even if me I get beaten down and I beat me, I fight where I fight. And he may beat me up, but I fight where I fight. No man now just get up and come lick, throw lick for me, so. But no, no, no.
Well,
But back. Mhm.
sorry, I was saying that the last time with my husband, because when I left, there was nowhere everywhere I move, go this man find where me live. First
Mhm.
thing him do a come and he disgrace me. The man one day when I move, the man come and find where me live. He disgrace me. He come, he make everybody know say I'm wife and me there with them, me do this and when me do poor me and he disgrace me. So now when me just move by that the community, I me can walk with my head hold up.
Mhm.
I buy one car and the man disgrace me. Oh, when me do forget money for buy car.
Wow.
Jesus God. Me said that was torture. Till when he realized he went to school, collect the picnic, my daughter then she was in prep school, carry her home and me call my father and daddy said, this is the both of your child.
Mm.
So if him feels same one, don't even call and quarrel with him. Well, after 2 days in carry her back,
Yeah,
I
back.
realized he had too much problem on it.
So yeah, sometimes them do that thing. So since our divorce, this man has been married twice. And I want to tell you something. One at a time, him come, I try rekindle midair by Michelle's scoop. Rekindle. I said, no. I said, listen here. That the ship sail.
I know I
Nothing
said
there
that.
has to
My
feel.
pastor make me know say the reason that I gave him why I left
Mm-hmm.
is very frivolous and it no make no sense because I stayed through worse than that. So the reason why I say I left them make no sense because I have stayed through worse. So me at them say, well, it's just the straw that
The
broke the
cup,
camel's
yeah,
back.
camelback, yeah, the cup
Mhm.
overflow. Why is
Because
it
I
that?
have been through worse for true, but I stayed thinking because every time something major happen, this man bally I water and tell me saying sorry and he not go do it again and he not go do this, he not go do that. Me did have one husband, me no know, me no said no man on earth could have did lie, so. But him did lie. The man
Mm-hmm.
at one point, I don't know if it was greed or what. I don't know who he no borrow from. And then
Mm.
he send all of them to me and my
To
workplace
you.
to collect. He
Oh,
say he give me the money to pay them.
jeez,
And the people them a come to me for their money and I load me up for work. So the man saying give me the money and I me spend it. And he give me the money. Every time he give me the money and me spend it.
you see, that some of these men that put leave you in situation because it wasn't far off from the situation that I was left in with my ex. But as I said, the Almighty send folks put me in certain position to go there, do this, do that, so that I was able to maintain a roof over mine and my son's head.
Yeah.
Let me just switch a bit. Those of you who have been on um, Kim's live, the last one, would have seen, if you might have noticed that I kept putting, and every now and again I'll put this name in the chat. Um, it's it's a former schoolmate of mine. Got the most sweetest person, the most gentle, softest. I wouldn't say soft, but gentle, very warm hearted, and what have you. And those of you in Jamaica may remember 2023, August 5th, it was a Saturday, 2023, when the news came of this incident that happened on Willard Road at the bottom of Mountain View Avenue, where a woman was unalived by her spouse, who then also put the gun to his head in a car. She was driving. So they had stopped at the stoplight.
Oh, I kind of
Um,
remember that story.
the, yeah, Heather Moyston was her name.
Mhm.
I keep mentioning her in these things because this is the situation where things are happening in your home and people see you. She was a beautiful woman. Those of you who read can go and look at the story. Beautiful. She was beautiful inside and out. And out. She was older than him. She had married him. I don't know if she knew this
That
part
is
when
so
she was
true.
marrying him,
What is
that he was actually deported from the
what
US
is
for
story
domestic
said?
abuse.
It's true.
For domestic abuse. I don't know if she knew this when she married him. I doubt it, but that's my take. And this man was abusing her through their relationship. She was a marketing executive at Digicel. So he would beat her.
Mm-hmm.
He would beat her. There was a time when she had a function to attend where him bust up her face. So she have to, because she's a marketing executive. She was a marketing executive. So you can imagine she's the front face of the company
Yeah,
and all that. So
face is our asset. It's the face of
mhm,
our job. Hey, Judy.
yeah. So they were at the point where now she was considering divorce. This was it. She had enough. And
Hey guys.
and
Hey,
and this
Jade.
was him now. When you said your husband said If him can't have you, nobody can have
He
you.
told me that himself him can't get me, nobody now get me.
So this was one of his utterance story. I mean, like the story is coming out. So he, you know, ego. He couldn't bear. So he took her life and took his own.
Mhm.
And then to this story now in Coral Spring, it's a case of, people are wondering,
Oh,
is
the
it?
one in Florida?
Yes,
Okay.
because she was doing so well, and there's something within some men that can't bear to know that the woman they marry is progressing and moving up
Yeah,
and what have you.
that is true. It was the same case with me and my husband because my
Mm-hmm.
husband was just what do you call it now? Go school, finish at grade 9. He didn't go to a high school. But for one, he's a hardworking man, and I thought
Mm-hmm.
he was ambitious. Me know what the
Hey,
difference. I
Judith.
went through high school, went through university.
Mm-hmm.
I got married to him because I didn't see it as a status. I didn't see me being better than him. When I
Mm-hmm.
finished my first degree, I wanted to do my master's, and I wanted that time my daughter was just in prep school. She was like about 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Him tell me no way. Him not keep no pick me after work while me left work and go school. And I'm saying, why? Him say him not do it. And from him know me I go to school and me no better off than him. That was
Mm-hmm.
his on it. From him know you go to school and you no better off than me. So where you go to
She's
school for?
yep.
Yep,
And
that
that's a
was him.
status, yeah. That's a stance that some men take, and I think that's was what it looks like. That was what the lady in Coral Springs, and the same thing we probably can say with a little twist. I think happened to Alicia.
Jane,
It's yeah. It's just yeah. I see Juliet in the chat, and Juliet, if you I don't know what is the status of
Jane,
your situation, and probably don't want to really divulge much, but sis, just hang in there. Just hang in there. You're a praying woman. Just hang in there and just ask the Almighty for guidance and direction. And trust me, never feel you yet. You're a praying woman. So Juliet thing,
one thing
so
I
so Juliet, just I don't know where you're at in it, but just pray about it. Because if it's not,
see, one
if
machine and get one butcher man sharp meat for me. And I put it back on my door and I keep it in my house.
Jesus,
I have the machete and I keep it and I used to I sit down and
hey Jane Doe, mm-hmm.
I make sure I go around at the police station and report it. So I
Hey guys,
make sure
good night.
Good
I make sure
good
tell me
night.
before me chop him up, send me I go chop him up.
I'm just here
Yeah,
for a short time. I just wanted to say
okay.
hi to all of you. Have been, just hanging out for a few weeks. And
Hey.
Mhm.
first of all, Saint Mary, hey. You were talking about my name, Saint Mary. I was telling you that Jane Doe, it's not only for unalive victims, but it's people who don't want to be identified,
Mm,
actually. So
yes.
that's the name I'm going with right now until I decide to change it back.
Mm,
But yeah, so I've been listening to you guys' story and it's so funny. So many of us have gone through a lot when it comes to men. And just a lot of us that's on the internet, regardless of what we stand for or who we stand behind, just listening to a lot of ladies over the last couple of weeks, we've all been through a lot, and some of us decide to come out on the other end stronger. Unfortunately, some of us don't.
Some of them
And
will get out
yeah,
and
my who was it? I think it was Talk of the Things who made mention earlier that her husband, in the eyes of others, how could he do all these things. Mine was the same thing. He is extremely charismatic, and I'm going to tell you, when I look at my son today, he is loved by everyone. He's so charismatic, and I pray for him, and I
Yeah.
pray for the female that he is going to end up with, because if he inherited those genes, Hmm. Yeah. Because I don't know, he's just good at what he does. He's so good. He got the child, the lady that he got pregnant while we were in our old marriage. I didn't know until the child was like 4 or 5, and he got her to send me a message that that child is his god child and not his biological child.
Wow.
So, and I almost believed it because in my mind, which woman is gonna deny their own child's dad, right? And even after a year of us being
And blue
completely
blur
done,
time.
I is like in my mind, I'm like, shit, did I just close my own marriage on something I had no proof of? Because I had no proof of it. And it was through a message that I saw mention of it, and then I'm like, wow. And trust me, I thought I was crazy for believing that it actually happened until I left, and a year and a half after, that's when it really came to light.
Revelation. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
many of us. Yeah.
yeah,
Sad.
so
Yeah.
sometimes we stay, and I know we're not talking about Alicia Kim right now, but I listen to a lot of the ladies, and a lot of them are jealous because they feel like, how dare you came out of something that we cannot come out of? Or how dare you come out of something and you don't feel like you're forever in debt to this person? That's crazy. It's crazy. They can't comprehend it. And what you can't understand, you can't, if you can't understand it, then you can't stand with it. And that's their problem.
The main point that they're missing, Chendo, is that, and we all see it and we know it, that if he didn't serve her the divorce
Mm-hmm.
and walk out of the marriage, she would still be trying with him. That
Yes.
much we know.
Yes.
So
But
it,
they're not gonna see that though.
yep. So therefore they missed that part. Why is it they
Mm-hmm.
can't get that break where
Mm-hmm.
their life is miserable and they can't get the break
Mm-hmm.
of the
Mm-hmm.
man just
Mm-hmm.
walking away so that they can, they can have their
Yeah, it's
freedom.
crazy. And men,
Hmm.
even the men too, they
Hmm.
are locked into something they don't want to be locked into. Because I heard
Hmm.
one of the other one who drive the truck, I hear him out of his mouth, he said, when I came to America, I wanted a white woman, and look what I end up with.
He said
Those
it.
were his exact words.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And I'm like, that's crazy. The thing is, the people who are listening to them are so fixated on
Mm,
being jealous or being hateful towards one person. They don't hear the things that come out of their mouth that screams, wow, this person is crazy.
mm,
So
yeah.
yeah, but
Because
anyways, I'll be back.
I don't know
I'll,
what about Delroy and his actions and what they've heard about him. Even some people are still saying, "Oh, she's lying on him," even though is the one who comes out and says certain things, and she just fill in all the empty spaces that he deliberately has left out. What is it about this man that they find so appealing that anyone would want to stay with him? Why should she not have moved on with her life? Mark, as I said before, if it was up to her alone, she would still be there with him,
they don't care.
trying,
They don't care.
trying.
Jane hit the nail on the head when
They
she said,
don't
exactly,
care.
they are just jealous of the
Yeah,
fact that
they
she
don't
came
care.
out and she came out. strong. She came
Yes.
out
Mm-hmm.
even better.
Yes,
Then
yes.
so that is
Mm-hmm.
what, because there are a lot of them who are still stuck in relationships
Yeah.
worse than what
Mm-hmm.
AK went through.
Yeah.
Some of them are going through worse than that,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
are stuck and they
How
can't find
dare
a way
her?
of escape. So them took out them anger on her.
Yes, and some of them they have escaped physically and
Mhm.
mentally they are still stuck on the
Yeah, they're still
yes,
stuck.
daddy,
Mentally,
I
they're
owe
still
you,
in
daddy.
bondage.
I owe
Yes.
you my life. I've heard one of them specifically said it out of her mouth that she's angry at Alicia because Alicia is ungrateful. She was with a man who did horrible, and this is her words, who did horrible things to her, and she is still grateful to him.
Wow.
Why? Why do we need to be grateful to someone
Why
who has
shouldn't I
done
be
horrible?
grateful for somebody who did horrible things to
The
me?
mental bondage. That's the
Oh,
mental
mentally they're still
bondage.
in
Yes,
bondage.
yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I pray for them too because it's crazy to me. But anyways, one last thing before I go. The last time they were on live too, and I thought to myself, how come all these ladies? So one person came in and she was like, "Oh, guys, thank you for the laugh because I'm undergoing cancer treatment." And I'm
Wow.
like, "Wow, you're undergoing cancer treatment and you're using this time to be on a platform
Yeah.
that's tearing down a young lady." You know what's even more shocking? There were a bunch of people commenting in the live saying that they survived cancer. And I'm like,
Wow.
wow. And you use your second chance at life to be tearing down someone else.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. So
it's crazy. Crazy.
I'm so happy we're really most, even though I always have a mouthful to say, I'm always going to have a mouthful to say, but
Of
I'm
course.
so happy that we are, kind of moving away from having them drain our energy because they truly need our prayers more than anything else.
Anything, yes, that's
True,
true.
true,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
true. I've
Yep.
Avril Hilton, good night. And that's
Yeah.
true. God was on Alicia's side. Also, these people look at that guy. Uh, muscular, they are fooled, but you hear about his profession allegedly and character. It is a sick stomach and turn off. True that. They're
Hmm.
superficial Avril. They're
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
service,
sick.
yeah.
And you just know that they're just surface and mentally they're not free
Yeah. They
because
are not.
they are not free. Because
Mm-hmm.
there have been some of them have been through some rough times,
Mm-hmm.
because even
Mm-hmm.
some of the vloggers, some of the female vloggers, if you hear their story, you would have known that they have been through worse than what AK went through.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them just barely make it out. And those are the ones who have the loudest voice condemning AK. So it just
Mm-hmm.
tells you that they're jealous that they came out barely surviving. So they can't understand why she is out here still being happy, having her happiness, and not still hanging on to a man. So
Mm-hmm.
they can't understand that level of, I don't know what is the word, but then just can't understand it. So them hate on her because some of them barely make it through life.
Yeah, barely.
There's
And
one thing
barely
I say
making it through
about,
life.
yeah, there's one thing I say. You know, there's something about religion and going to church and all that. But my opinion is that a lot of people who are religious and who are in church are not spiritual. And when you find that their spirituality and is able to understand, understand the signs and messages that the Almighty is sending you, in your heart, you're able to accept and be more peaceful and get the courage to do what you need to do. But it's just that block ourselves off and we surround it with rituals and this and that, and not really get in touch. We're in church, but we are not, we're not receiving the Almighty Spirit. That's what I'll say to a lot of people. I remember saying to my aunt, who she has, may her soul rest in peace now, but she was a late preacher. And she'd say to me, "Before I die, I'm going to make you a soldier for Christ." She said that because I was so passionate about, and my spirit and so on. But she has passed on now, and you know, I am where I am with spirituality. I've been through so much in life. I remember when I lived in Jamaica, I stared down the barrel of a sawn-off shotgun. Yes, in a robbery, and I'm here today in front of you all because it's after that experience I think I found my spirituality, because these guys who were doing this, they had killed so many people before, but yet still I am here. And I remember when going through that process of trying to get over that trauma, one of my thing was asking the Almighty, why? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Show me what I need to do. What do I need to do? Because apparently my journey was not over. I did not fulfill all I needed to fulfill, and I was spared. So that woke up my spirituality and so on. So I know, and I say to Alisa Kim, know when the Almighty, there were times you were going through, you don't know the hell you were going through because the Almighty was shielding you, and that's He was carrying you. That's what I said to her in a Instagram text. The Almighty was carrying you. So know that, and know that you are here for a reason. And I think she's coming into a purpose and shared her story with us out here and other women who are going through this. And the women who are going through it, who are hating her, listen, this is her message from the Almighty. She's sharing it with you. Listen. Instead of hating on her, listen. This is the Almighty's message to all
Yeah,
of us.
it's true because I started a book, but somewhere I stopped probably at the second chapter where I was trying to write a book for those women in church. Because as I said to you, I got baptized when I was 12. I have lived all my life in church. And I remember days when I am on the praise and worship team and I have to go up there and sing and do everything and invoke worship. When before I come to church, my husband make me know say me I know nothing, me I know nobody, and me I go on like me a smaddy. And I remember, and I had to cook before I go to church because himself when he come from church he want in there. And I try and make sure say I wake up from early and cook and everything ready. And I do everything. And I try figure. Remember one morning me get ready and just because me name look, I don't remember what I didn't do. The man full one pan of water and throw it on me and wet me up from head to foot. I may
Wow.
have to go in and change my clothes, and then I had to go into praise and worship and take the mic and put a smile upon my face. And I went through those trauma. And then when I talk to the people in my church, then tell me, say, I become in I trust God. And become in a hand of faith in God. And me need to go up and fasting and pray and beg God because there's no. And then I reach a stage, where they wanted to come to my house to pray me. I don't want them come there because I was saying to them, me no longer want to be in this marriage. Uno, I pray to God for restore the marriage, and me I pray to God for take me out. Are two different things we I pray for.
Mhm.
Them say
Yeah.
me, then they say me rebellious and me this and me that. So me just stop go church.
Some we not listen to the Almighty. The Almighty has sent we message left, right, and center. We so
No,
hard to hearing it.
So I went through it, and then when I left, and I decided I went to take a break. This man would give me no break, no peace. Everywhere I go, the man come, they come disgrace me. As every man I talked to, me and them there.
Mm,
And it went on for about 5 years, after I
wow.
left, for about 5 years, until my daughter
Wow.
started high school.
Oh, Gillette. Gillette's story. My husband is a pastor and he told me that I'm committing adultery. Like really? Right.
Mhm.
Anyone knows I subscribe to Tasha White, but she seemed to have an interesting story. Does anyone know what her story is? Tasha
I'm not
White
so
pastor.
sure. Not sure what her story is. But and I'm not sure. But me I tell you, say me, I went through it
Mm-hmm.
because my husband was the choir director, I was a music minister, and he was so, and he was having affair with some of the young people, them pan in the praise team and pan the
Wow.
choir. I remember one night, my husband car was we were going home from church on Sunday night. That time we were in Portmore, and we go to go church in Kingston. And my husband on the way, and when we almost reach on the toll road, the phone ring. And you
Mm-hmm.
could clearly, when you can hear the voice of the next person on the line, you can't hear clearly what they must say, but the
Mm-hmm.
voice. And I heard distinctly that it was a female.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, me I go drop them off and come back. And he went and he dropped me off at home. And he left and go back at Kingston at the little church sister yard. And when him come back and I spoke to him about it, the man want put fight to me. So
Wow.
I went through all of this till it reached. I said, when I went to church, everybody whisper behind, and as you know, them talk, everybody attack, and as you reach near to them stop talk.
Mm.
That was what I became. Everybody would be talking and whispering. And as me look around and as me come near, the conversation changed because everybody in church knew that my husband was having an affair with other people. Only me one never knew.
It's in a church. These people, sometimes
So
I
I
wonder,
just stopped going and I stayed home. And then
Mm,
eventually I decided, say, no, I can't meet them people. So I just
mhm.
changed where I used to go and started going to a different. Me just go church, do me thing. I don't talk to nobody. Me just go church over. Me just take up my things and go home.
My Baba said you need to write the book, talk up,
I started writing it, because I tell you there were
write it.
days when sometimes when me up there, the tears are flow. It was not the spirit of the Lord. It was
Mm,
the pain and what I remember going through and the hurt. And when we go home, me go home, and if too much people compliment me at church today, say, oh, you look so good, you look so nice. When me go home, my husband say, a man, me I look.
jeez.
Me dress up so fi go at church. And as somebody me go there fi go look, and every man I
Men-
laugh up with me and me I laugh up with people. I could not
mental
do the thing in
abuse.
peace.
Mental abuse, mental and emotional abuse. And they come at you from all different angles. They try to, where you say, gaslight you into to certain
Mhm.
things. And if you're, yeah, that's the part where, it does a number on you as people in as people in relationships where the spouse
And then the
make you
people
feel
them,
like you are the wrong.
yeah.
You are the
And then the
wrong.
members now start tell pastor say, me shouldn't depend this, me shouldn't depend that. So I took myself off of all of them. I was a church secretary. Everybody, they shouldn't, this you shouldn't, because by then now everybody heard that I had moved out of my matrimonial home. Now everybody
Mm-hmm.
say it wrong because me shouldn't move out. Me shouldn't gone. And then he went to church and tell him, say, is another man me moving with. Nobody asks my side of the story. Everybody by film side of the story. So they quietly removed me from all the positions
I'm
that I
saying,
had, which me did don't tell myself, so me did I'll give up most of them. So it did just take a toll. And then the place where you thought should be a place of peace and comfort, that was where my harshest critics were.
and talk up some of them very same people know what your husband are do, and then yet still them blame
They
you.
knew, and
Mm-mm,
they did
no.
not tell me. They all knew what was happening. I was the naive one because if nobody couldn't swear for their husband, nobody couldn't swear for their husband more than me. 'Cause my husband was a saint, and I do it. All when me
Mm,
see it, me I say, I lie, me, I fool me.
mm. Yeah, it's just sometimes that other thing, sometimes you're there, no offense to folks who go church here or Christian, but because some of you see it your amongst your congregation. Sometimes are the worst people them because they fly under the cloak of God, and gets them under the devil's work. So,
Mm.
it's sad. It's really sad. That them are the worst kind because to me
Mm.
it's like them not afraid of them not respect the Almighty and acknowledge the power that
It
He
is,
has. Them are
and
laughing
then
at God's face.
Yeah, true, man. And then because after that, I just stopped. And then one of the biggest fear for me now was getting into another relationship
Mm-hmm.
because them say I go fornicate. I mean, I don't know if I fornicate or adultery, 'cause that is the part where I can never
Yeah.
understand. Either them said that go happen to you and you can't in no relationship. So I could not be in a relationship. Because I can't go tell pastor say me find my next little man. So that was a pressure. It was pressure. And then I stopped going to church. I was uncomfortable going and knowing that somebody was showing interest in me now. I mean, it felt good to me, felt right, but deep down I felt guilty. And I go on and I pray and me I beg God. And I think that was what really did sink me back down for a while. In 2020, there was this person who I say yes. And I say, all right, I think I'm going to remarry again and go back to church and do my thing and go fully.
Mm.
COVID take out the poor little man.
Oh my word.
Died. He died
That
he
wasn't for
died from
you.
COVID in 2020. And that just put me right back into a spot. And me I say, no, say probably God a punish me. And God I say it did wrong. And even some church people are saying that's it. God answer your prayer. Cause them all make
Wow.
me know now say I true we did wrong. That's why God take out the man.
Wow. Listen here. Me no
Which we
know.
don't know if I true or a lie, but the poor man died. And that really left a gap in my heart. And them I try to tell me now, say, I God answer my prayer and remove him because it was wrong. Me don't know if it, me don't know. Me don't know if I believe.
Why talk up? You have to go find your spirit and talk. My auntie did tell me one time, say, as we can talk to God. She told me that, the lay preacher told me that someone has to intercede on our behalf to the Almighty. And I'm like,
Me
okay,
don't know.
okay. Because that wasn't, you know, but in terms of that, just
Boy,
pray
if
and believe about it,
and then
yeah, talk
friend, me
up.
say, me nah go back here, man, cause me I say, boy, friend, that hot man, he died in 2021. I tell myself, say, here one, oh Lord, me nah bother again because see, the people, my people at church are convinced me now, say it was
Say,
wrong. That's
bring.
why the Lord took him. Which me not think it right, but me just afraid I say, boy, me not go back there, God.
Me not think. I mean, I don't know. But me, I like after my divorce, I thought about it. I thought I would probably get married again, but the relationship I had, I would look at it and say, no, sir, no more. Mm-mm. There's
Yeah,
something about people. There's something about it is. It is sad thing when you see some things and you know what you don't want, you know. And as the saying goes, seeing and come live with me are two different things. I didn't live with a person, but the person came and spent, a vacation with me, and I got to see the person up close and personal. I'm gonna say, nope. Not gonna happen. So me just put that out of my mind. Me no bother, because there are certain things that you have to be willing to accept. To have a healthy relationship. I'm in a there are so many boxes that are on my list that me not say I get checked off. So me just tell myself, say, I saw me I go back. I saw this is it. Me done one time and it's over, and me not go try that again. Unless the Almighty come and slap me across the face and say, "See me." I said that before, and that's what happened in the first instance. So me not go trust that again. Ain't happening. Me all right. Me quite okay. I'm contented. With myself. I don't need any of that. But you say, what you call that thing there again? Uh, the, the, that hurt rate. What do you call it? Yeah, dead, dry up. No more. So be good.
They go to
Oh,
me.
Sandra says I need to get some sleep because I have to
Yes,
get up.
Sandra is in London. She's
Yes,
like
in London.
they so light for Sandra.
Mm. Libido. That's the word. No exist. So therefore, me alright. Me don't need it gone. There ain't no groove here. Well, Juliet, my dear, trust me. Just what you need to do. As I say, I know you're a praying woman. Look who's on.
Yeah,
Look who there.
may I tell you, say, my husband we come like a Lucifer. And he was one of, hey, Lisa. My husband had come like Lucifer, and he was one of the praise and worship leader. He was a musician.
Bye,
And
Sandra. Mm-hmm.
I tell you, no, say, the only thing he never used to do, I hit me physically.
Mm.
I mean, make sure
No,
the buy one machete and sharp meat. And me
Jesus.
done report myself to police and tell them, say, any day when you see me come, you know what we me do.
That's right, Julia. The libido dead.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You know, I hear your mic is off. No, your
No, we're
mic
not hearing
off.
you.
Please to turn
Yeah,
on
lip
your
sync.
mic.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
And then never that hear nothing.
No, because your
no.
mic was off.
I tell him so YouTube streets stay nowadays.
Mm. No, if
Yes,
I'm in
you
one
could
no hormone.
appear to them here walk up on the road, they appear cricket. No, not going out the
That's
street.
sweet.
Appear cricket out the street,
I
missus.
am loving it. Hello, gentle
I
people. How are
love it. I love
So,
it.
but
I
she
love
was
it.
not
How we
feeling
get
so
peace
great.
and quiet
You know,
around here.
who
I,
missing?
I, I wanted to say something to Judith,
Jane,
but she
Bloomberg,
is
Bell,
back off and it's
Ivan,
late.
Kelly, Gillette.
Oh, Judith
How they
was here
do?
earlier.
Gillette
Judith,
still. Gillette still. Judith left. Hi, Judith.
she left. That's why she left. She wasn't
Gillette, me
feeling
not hear
so
nothing
good.
from you
And I
about
wanted to,
Judith.
yeah, I wanted to say something to her based on a post that she made today. But I
Oh,
commented
that
on
But she
her,
post something
Judith.
Judith,
today?
Judith,
She post something today? Okay.
in text. She's posted a text.
Oh, Nikki had trouble, you know? Nikki start
I
become,
know natural,
Nikki,
but if
Nikki
that'll
start
keep me
become a
out of
partner
the
in
if
crime.
if if that'll keep me safe, me I look for people in the chat. I tell myself to take hormones. If that'll keep me safe, the deadly be if that'll keep me with my peace of mind, me go and work with it. If them urges that they make quite fine. So yes, me not take the hormones to wake it up. It dead and gone. That's what the Almighty say. Dead.
I think I have done enough and had enough. I can do without it now.
Exactly. I
Me
didn't miss
was,
out on anything.
I was
No,
at
miss
the
out
street.
on nothing much.
And by the way, you notice I'm sitting down.
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. Oh, you look so pretty today.
I could find at church today. We just
Oh,
come in.
oh.
And that's why I never joined early. I was listening, but
It's
I couldn't. I
nothing
was
happy
driving.
when it comes.
Oh,
The
Let's talk
blessings are
about
showing
it.
on you today.
oh yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, darling.
Talk
I
about it.
watched myself. When I couldn't tell myself, I look like them unruly pitney were just all over the place. So
When?
With water.
the last video, so I said I have to sit down. I have to sit down
Oh,
with
you
me.
mean but we need we use your manic.
But like, and from the pit, my youngest, I saw him bounce off of the
Thanks,
wall, you know,
Bells.
bounce off the wall. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit myself somewhere, see my money tree behind me, sit myself
Hey,
somewhere,
me don't like
and
to
be
hear from
cool
natural how she think or all she think I am.
and behave.
Well, sorry about that, Licia. Go on. Me just
No,
start looking at the chat. So put it at the chat, natural how old you think I am.
these are what I did. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hey, there's a few of us that's sharing, that's supporting Mikey.
Mickey and
So,
Mikey.
Mikey,
Michael.
always I say Mickey, Mikey.
Mickey.
Mm.
Yes, Nikki, I told my Nikki is like a
Mm.
best friend in my head right now. She take over
No.
the best friend position from Talk Up because Talk Up has become sister. So now
Mm.
she become best friend. Even though my partner in crime is St. Mary.
Mm.
I love St. Mary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
and
Lord, I feel safe when St. Mary's around. I
another
just,
I
yeah,
will
person,
tell you the truth. When I come on, the first person me look for is St. Mary.
St.
What
Mary, yes.
anywhere me go,
I
me look
feel
St.
safe.
Mary. And another
Hmm.
person now I have been watching a lot is good.
Oh,
I think Good and Funny, something like that.
Oh, well, her
oh,
channel
it's,
is a staple. Me say to me
oh.
today, so till fair video them just too funny. I have
What?
to watch
Mm.
her videos every day.
And I saw a post of I know she always do some stuff. Let's talk about it. She is
Oh,
asking for um um YouTubers to send her their name so she can support.
Mhm.
I mean, I was just browsing and because I don't have YouTube, I can, she wants support. She want the names of all the Big Up Crew supporters or at least taking supporters and we're gonna support her also. Let's talk about it. I think the name is.
She's here, I think.
Oh, hi.
She's in the chat. I think I saw
yeah.
her.
You see,
I
me
Yeah.
think
always have to promote
probably
somebody,
one
I like to
day,
promote people.
one
Yeah.
day, probably I thought about it. That's
Yeah.
probably what
Now put
we
your
need
face
to
in on my
do.
video, man.
Like
You want go
one of
on to
the lives,
you
which, in all
you
fairness,
just show in on the video a
YouTube
while ago.
does
Me no
not
want people to
really
go search for
support
you.
it enough.
Eh? You don't want them
I
Natural is
to-
62. You put on three on it, but that's okay. 62. Yeah.
we YouTube not really support it, like when you put the people them channel in it and send to subscribe to them, sometimes they flag it and sometimes they take it off back from you because they don't like it. They want you to gain it naturally. They figured that when we come here and like put the channel name here and send you all to subscribe to it, and then see like 10, 15, 20 people subscribe one time, it bring them red flags.
So and then I'm put
Oh,
all of them people
okay.
who we don't want to see. Them always
So,
have them algorithm promote people who me no want to see. When me have to say not interested, not interested, not interested. Them
uh,
out of them.
I'm back to the beginning. I just have my take on. I think you asked the question why some women don't leave. I mean, none
Thank
of
you,
what you talk about,
creation.
not really.
Hmm.
I mean, I cannot.
Yeah, relate to
No,
that.
no. But mentally, my perspective on that is three things: financially stable, self-esteem, and self-confidence. And I feel like if you have those three, I mean, you just want your him say, hey, and you're gone. That
Listen,
that's just
No,
me.
not in our case,
Licia,
Alicia. It all depends because you see, you'd be surprised to know that mentally,
to this
some
back.
Sorry,
people are at different levels.
I'm blacking out his face.
Some people are at
Judith is
different
back on.
levels.
My camera is not in your
Um,
way. You're coming in my
Oh,
camera way.
but me not cut
So,
your talk up. Me not cut your Alicia. Judith is back on. Heard that she
hey,
wasn't
Judith.
feeling well. But
Oh, she
Judith,
was feeling
I
well.
hope you saw my message. I don't know what your post was about, if it was a general thing, but I hope you saw my message. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Oh, well, thank you, Natural. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for interrupt. I just wanted to
That's
say
what
that
I
to
thought.
Judith. Yeah.
What you mean?
So probably one of the things that we can do is like if the person's YouTube channel, you could put the YouTube channel in the link. But my suggestion is that don't
Mhm.
all go and subscribe same time.
Mm, okay. That's
Don't
what you
subscribe.
said.
Like if like sometimes if
Yeah,
it's
I
like
saw
40
bells. I see.
people leave and go subscribe to the channel one time, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
have some weird little stuff. Them flag it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they think about you're buying subscribers or you're doing this. They have some little strange rules which don't make no
Mm,
sense. But sometimes it spark interest. And there are times when they will let you subscribe and you think,
mhm,
say, right, say you have 500 subscribers, and a
mhm,
month down the road, them take back
mhm.
all of them, and you
There's
just
no
realize that you
subscription
reach back down to
for sure.
450 and stuff like those.
Um,
They kind of do that, like when they see a, if you do it like gradually, it
mhm.
kind of not look so obvious.
Yeah. Thank you, folks in the chat, for telling me. But
Yeah,
can I tell
Veronica,
you?
I found a channel,
Um,
Veronica channel last week, and I subscribed to her.
to it. Yeah. As they come up in my thing, I listen and hear what they have to say and how they say it, and then I subscribe. But one
Mm.
thing I have to say about my situation coming out, you see the last year of my marriage, I looked broken down, haggard, and tired. So what you see here now is having me releasing all the stress and everything that came with that situation. So I'm thankful for the Almighty because I feel good. And you guys and other people who go out there tell me say me look good and me not look my age. But that is because I'm at peace in my heart, in my soul, and I'm at peace. So that is what you see radiating out of me. The
Why
peace
me
that
no
I
know?
feel within.
When me and my husband is separated, it took me about 3 years to really get back fully on my foot.
Mm,
Enough pity party me keep me, I lock up and ball. I reach a stage almost at depression because I
mm,
didn't know how to handle it. And
mm.
then there were a lot of people with
Yes, I am creation.
everybody have a say, and people keep telling you you never try hard enough, you never do this, you never do that, and they keep telling you things that you never do. And then me a second guess myself, although I know
Mm,
that I have never really tell anybody what went on. Most people were just assuming because I never used to tell people my story, and I still don't tell nobody my story. So they never knew what was happening. But the problem, one of the problem was that I was always okay. And I was always putting on a face and a front, and everywhere me go, me was smiling at me is a beautiful wife. And when we go out, nobody no loving more than my husband.
mm.
And so we were a couple out there, perfect couple. I remember one year my birthday come, and me with my bright self wake up, both see I go ask my husband, say, so what we doing later? When my present, you buying a present for me?
Jingle.
How
Mhm.
come my husband has made me to give money for put on for buy a present?
Jeez. Wow.
I mean, I said, but you had one whole year to save even $100 a day. Me say that is not that important. When me I do it present if me a picnic.
You assume that he cared. Was a big assumption that he cared.
That's
Them
what that
saw
was
that
the
thing.
last time I asked for a birthday present.
Birthday
Bright,
present.
me bright,
Mhm.
but me I go ask the man for
Yeah.
birthday present.
The person that one day in another vlog, I keep coming, Licia, they won't come. But Lisa, you said something just now. Sometimes you have to, and I know I'm speaking and it may seem, like it may seem like a heavy lift. You said one of the things that you spoke about was financial security. Let me tell you
No,
something, Licia.
no,
Sometimes, Licia,
have to speak.
sometimes you just have
No,
to
I
make
have
the
to be
move on
married.
faith. You just have to make the move on faith. I'm telling you, there were times after my husband left that I didn't know how I was going to keep a roof over mine and my son's head. I couldn't sleep at nights. I didn't know how it was going to happen and how I'm going to go up on a faith and pray and pray and pray. Sometimes I pray so till me wet the way how me and me just let it go. Let me say, Father, you have brought me through worse than this. I mean, no, so you did it for me, you carry me through. So just point me, I mean, I tell a lie. Things just started happening that pop up on my screen. This person come to me out of the blue. I'm all me can say is the Almighty. So sometimes
Well, I
if it bad enough, just go out on faith. And I know it seems whimsical or seems like, but sometimes you just have to go out on faith.
yeah, man,
Me
it's
just
true
have to
because
that
I
too.
remember when my husband, when not when he left, because I was the one who packed me and my daughter, and we packed one bag and we cut. I literally ran. Me pack one bag and we run away. And
Mm,
when she was in prep school at the time, and for 2 semesters, me couldn't pay the school fee. And back in the day in Jamaica, when you not pay your pitney prep school fee, then put them on bench outside for sit down in front of the
wow.
classroom. When me go for
Mm,
my daughter, she said, Mommy, I had to sit on the bench all day today. So I said,
Jillian.
Jesus God. Yes, darling. And then now me call the man and ask him, he tell me say look how much primary school there Jamaica and me take up me pa my head for sending her prep school. So I help me pay.
Oh,
So I
wow.
had to find other means of paying her school fee.
Thanks, Leslie Licia, step
But
up. This,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
sorry, I'm feeling
Nah, I hear you. What you say?
you can't hear me.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are
me I
you
hear
now.
you
We're hearing you
now.
now.
So that's what I was saying, Marlene. Next time, not take the chance. What I'm saying is, for some people, these are the things that impede them from leaving, that make a woman don't want to leave because one, them are one that say when they're not the one that's providing, the male is, then a lot of women, like I said,
Yeah, Judith, feel
self-esteem.
better soon.
And I said this in a past video before. Learn to live on your own. There's two things that's great in a person's life. Going in school and learning to live on your own when you're an adult. It teaches you something that nobody can take away and nothing else can give to you. Because when you're bored, you start bringing that independence. When you live on your own, you gain that. You have to get that independence because you have to know how to money manage. You have to know how to keep your, some people keep their environment clean and all of that. And then there is self-confidence. So when you have these things, then that confidence is when you have that confidence. May I put myself as an example? You know, so for me, relationships, but me can't say I might not cry, but okay.
In all fairness, Lisa, I think in for some cases it is deeper than that. And I think for some people too, the way we approach relationship comes from how we were cultured, but upbringing, and it have a lot of things to
Yes,
do with it.
I
For some people, I reach a stage in my life now where I tell myself, say,
Feel better to that.
if me now a relationship, me couldn't care less. If you want galang, you galang about your business. Well, for some people, no, it is
No.
not that easy. And me no know. Some people when them a go in it, boy, then give it 200% that they can come out. When they come,
Good
they
thing,
can
Judith.
find their
Yeah.
way out. Now some people now put more than 20 in there, no. So when them a come out, they don't have much for come out.
Much of a
They put
tea.
out their foot.
You see,
Just
Some people now putting more
Judith.
than one foot in a relationship.
Judith says, listening to you guys talk, it's helping. So we'll keep on talking to send some positive, some energy to Judith. Okay, Judith. So just yeah,
Nikki Sam, they
yeah.
used to know that we need a pretty clothes. Nikki Sam say anytime me come live again, she gonna put on her pretty clothes and come up.
Feeling put on what me have on one, so me have on me Raptors and a pretty one jersey when me get from the winning season for the Raptors. Me just straight on and it purple.
I
Mm-hmm.
I do love hard. I do put my 100. But me, I
Min
mean,
me say me I love again. Me nah put back 100 in there, yeah, man.
it's problem
Yeah,
come.
it
Me,
come.
think that me, and
Because
You, you,
when you go
you,
in it with everything, and when you get the lick, it hot, it hot.
when me tell her say, the wrong, like you know, have no sense. And that's why one at the time I have to shut off a mic because nothing more, rampon, we just have that chemistry. But if I suspect something or me say problem,
May I tell you, well, for me, I
me,
think, me
me
I
the
know,
only
but you
thing with
see,
it,
me, I
me that
think
I
I
do
tend to do too much.
no
And
good
me
boy
just
thing.
go
When
all out
you
and me
have
do.
good
You see,
feelings when it comes to God.
true that, Karen.
when I was married, my husband never used to buy clothes, As me get paid, so come like me turn fool. Me just gone at town and me look for things. Me buy, me shop, me buy. And me a shop because everything me see, me say this look nice. See, me just a buy. When me get paid, me never remember say me wear clothes. Me just a shop anything. Cause
Shopping.
when we a go out, me always tell myself say me not supposed to look better than my husband, and he must always look good. And nobody now go look for my husband and say. So me just go like me not have no sense. When me a buy
Mm,
gift for my husband, me buy the best of everything.
mm,
When me to do
yeah.
anything for me, it's like yeah, if you're knocking your elbow feet drop out.
You know, that funny enough, that wasn't my experience in my marriage. I must say this. That's why I think it came as such a shock to me. I mean, when a man said that to me it's like somebody kicked me in my belly button. This guy was always encouraging me. And he would say to me like, boy, honey, if me did have half the brain where you have me that do, like XYZ. The anniversary come and buy stuff. I remember one of the last anniversaries we had. He took me to
Good
we
night,
went to
Elizabeth.
Niagara Falls and him not rent out him book the hotel room, and when we got there they upgraded it to the honeymoon suite and we were overlooking the falls and it had jacuzzi and it all had all of that. And I must tell you, he did, those things. He was quite generous and so on, and he boosted me, boosted my already overblown self-confidence, because by the time me left home, I left home at 35, and with our father would boost my self-confidence, so me have an overabundance of self-confidence. And my my then husband boosted that some more. So when we get to the point where he just
Is a vibe.
one day just come in and
When you
say,
put your
this
whole
marriage has run its
your
course, me
comedy
like,
show.
what?
They say a comedy show.
you know so it's sometimes it's not even. That's why when I said, Lisa, you joined late, that's why when I said sometimes when the Almighty says the season is over, you just have to listen, because there are one or two things within our marriage. One at the time I said to him, say, you know what, if you don't value, this was earlier in our marriage when him mess up, and I said, listen, if you don't value this marriage, just let me know. I will go my way, you will go where we call it quits, and all is well. I go feel bad, but at the same time, at least we know seminar waste my time. I said that to him and he said, no, 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 no. Just give me, you know what, anyway. So as I say, I throughout and all that, and very supportive, very encouraging. But
My
then came
husband
a
was not.
time,
If he
yeah,
said
that
the
came a
sky
time.
blue, if him say the sky green and you want peace, you have to say sky green too.
Mm-mm,
If you say blue, a one whole night what an argument. So in for a peaceful life, anything he say, me agree to it.
mm.
Mr. Sky Blue, guess what?
A blue.
The thing is, I'm a Taurian.
My
So
mom was.
I never give up. I cannot give up my once it's
Wait,
once
camera.
it me say, I'm a
My mom.
Taurian. And that's just that. That is just that, me just
Hey, Jusibu. Jusibu, welcome. Yeah. Sometimes it's different roads. Some of us take to get here. Some of us are in committed and healthy and loving relationships. And I
yeah.
say kudos
Yeah.
to that because I saw that. I saw that with my parents, and I know that marriage is not lalas, always smooth. And I know teacher and tongue are gonna make me see it, but it's the respect that keeps it going. It's the respect and yes, the love that you have for each other that keeps you
No
back, bring you back
time.
to center.
There
But
was
in
no
some of
time.
our relationships, there's still something missing that can keep the bond, and we have to call it what it is when we see it. We're not blind ourselves to certain things, and we just have to, we just have to do what needs to be done, because within a marriage, we are individuals and who have come together united to make a unit, but we're still individuals. And if you not right, if you not whole, the relationship can be whole. So if there's something that's going on amongst us, whether it be me or him, and it not right, and the separation need to happen, or the untanglement or the disjointment need to happen, we have to call it what it is.
When me read 50, me dey get little sense. Before that, me had a
Hmm.
trade yemen.
You said the man threw water upon you.
He ain't throw water upon me and wake me up.
It,
But because me
it
love church and
Through
comes
that
sister
Maggie
is
Poo,
holy, the sister
Maggie's
cannot
here.
retaliate. So the sister going to lead praise and worship. So the sister went in and changed her clothes and all apologize for what she don't know what she do. Just
Wow.
go to church as a peaceful sister.
We assume that Nikki-san, that everyone here is over 18.
I
We
don't.
still.
I grew up maybe because I grew up without brothers. We don't know what it is, but it's like I just have never trained myself to attach to anything I can't just walk away. Without
Mm.
going into that self-destruct situation,
But
or
me change now, man.
the first opportunity presents itself, me just me done because I don't know what about me now, right?
Mhm. I've been with my husband 31 years. Not perfect. Fear it. Yes, respect its importance. Lots of sex too. That true. Yes, Nikki-san, that are true. That are true. I always say that.
That part of my
Respect.
life was good. But just my
Yeah.
husband did have this. He'd have this habit of it's my way or the highway. And
No, nothing
anything him
can
say, I
work.
tell him
So
go.
And that's the
after
problem.
pick me.
If him said that, me I take the highway. And that is how I am. Look, I don't have the patience. I do not have the patience. So when I will say, okay, let's try
And the
something.
funny thing, Lisa, but I can't understand.
True that,
He
Gillette.
was
True
the
that, Gillette.
only person that could do certain things to me and get away with it. Because that's why it was strange among my family when they found out what was happening.
My Baba.
Because them know say nobody else couldn't pull off that and get away. But because
Mm-mm.
me love this man, so till me not have no sense.
Mm.
Man, come here, man. Like my husband said, he read cursive me. That's why I can't go no.
You did what, please? Yeah.
Cursive me. Red cursive, you know, me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
can't go away.
Entire. That mean entire.
In English.
In red kerchief her, so she can't go nowhere. But the only,
Mm.
well, for one door, even now, because my ex-husband and I know, I wouldn't say we are buddy, but we talk. And he will tell you, say, he used to tell me, say, girl, you see, when you used to tell me so something where you burn me, no, because if I one thing with me, no, you see, if me and him are going to argue, me, me think of the things that when me I go tell him, because you see, when me tell him, it must burn him.
What is?
Because me now waste my words because him and it not burn him. So him used to say that was the only thing he couldn't take him. I said, me tell him those something where burn him, and for years I know some of them still burn him. So
You
that
remember
was
that thing there?
very sharp.
You remember that thing that was said? Me have a sharp mouth too, but trust me, I learned to keep by it.
Well,
Just
me,
for
I learn
listen. You
now
remember that saying that was said? There are three things that comes not back: the spent arrow,
the spoken
the something
word
another,
and the
and the
broken.
spoken word.
Mhm.
Can't take it back if I come out of your mouth. So
But
I was
I
very
will admit it.
mindful. Yeah,
I will
I was
admit
very
that
mindful.
I will admit mine was deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, mine was deliberate. The things that I used to tell my husband, me used to premeditate it. Me think when me I go
Wow.
tell him first, because when me tell him, it must burn him.
Because you were hurting, right?
Yes. And so
Yeah, you
me
were
think of
hurting.
things for tell him for hurt him to the core.
No, no. Yeah, me never, me always, because me have a, listen here, as me say, me grew up around men. Me had two brother, no sister. Most of my cousin, them are men. The industry that I worked in was a male dominant industry. So just around men. So, men have those things with them say, like, in a US and call it snaps or what have you. I was right there. Me could have said things for just carving at them, but I had to remember that the man who I'm married to was my husband, and there was a certain level of there was respect that I needed to remember. So sometimes when it had boil up in my head for say certain things, I just calm it down, respect Martin, hold it, grow up, manage it, you know. And but one time I did miss and tell him something, and I regretted it after since. I really regretted it because I'm like, no, that was early in our marriage. And I'm saying I'm not gonna do that again. And even to the time he was leaving, when he left, I commend myself for holding it. I think when we talk about the spirit, my spirituality had grown so much in that I was more leaning on that to manage certain things because I needed that so as not to go crazy or not to get spiteful or not to, and I had to remember too that I had our son. I had our
Okay.
son to
Well,
look
boy,
after
some days
and
me not
grow.
remember that. I saw my
Remember?
mother endure pain and suffering with an
Suffering,
ignorant, stubborn man, and
stubborn
I told
man.
myself, hell to the
Hell
no,
no.
not
Oh,
happening in my
creations,
life.
yeah.
Good girl for you, creation. Good thing.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Sometimes, yeah.
Girl,
Sometimes,
how
yeah.
your teeth? How your
Me
teeth?
have one mouth.
Gabriel, come here.
Yeah. Me
Behind
have
me.
a mouth for me, Even now, me still have a mouth for me, but me learn for curb what me I go say because sometimes me have some things to say where me say might as well better me to cut you more than say them to you. Some of them things that to you, because it's so damaging. It's damage anybody's soul. So we have to keep it on our arms. But seriously though, but some of us in here, some of us women in here, as I say, are going through some things. I've gone through some things, I've experienced this, and I've come out on a better side for it for those who are trying again, who have gone in and found better relationships than they had before. And for those of us who are going through it, know that we can, we'll be okay. We just need to find ourselves and take care of ourselves. And for those persons who are in situations where it looks dangerous, please, for heaven's sake, take care of yourself. Don't stay in it. Don't stay in it if it looks dangerous for you. Either you hurt the person or the person is gonna hurt you. But don't stay in it. I'm almost certain somebody right now in this chat is in that situation where they feel endangered or they feel don't stay in it. I'm pleading with you, please don't stay in it. If it's abusive, don't stay in it. Find a way. Find a way, please. Me no like here when people me no like hear about the I don't
When,
like hear about it. That
when,
one in Coral Spring is numbing at my soul right now. That one, and there are many more. There's so many more. That's how they're happening. So I'm just pleading with folks to just you don't have to stay in it, please. No, it you can get you can be better outside of it. Just be safe. Because sometimes you get out of it and they hunt you down. But just be safe, please. Yeah. Just be safe. Yeah.
Taco, I agree with who is it? Counseling? Yeah,
I will true that instead of that.
know.
I don't know, but I wouldn't say, well, it's true. If you can leave. Now I have realized that at the first sign of it, leave. Do not stay. Because if you watch the video that I put out today, I was talking to somebody and we were talking, and the person was saying that in Jamaica, we were brought up in this culture for say, you're strong, you survive it, you do 10 years and you survive it. There's no stripe, there's no prize, there's nothing to gain from staying into a rough and abusive marriage. You stay for 10 years and when you come out, you know, nothing for sure feet. All you have for sure feet are hurt, heartache, sickness because stress kill and some. I have a friend, who stayed in a marriage and now she blind because the amount of head liquid the
Stress.
husband gave her.
Wow.
No,
Mm-mm.
at my age, she blind. I mean, I say she stayed in a marriage where every time this man I go hit her is in her head, him hit her.
Please,
I know she's blind, and the man
mm,
gone both in business and have different woman, and she stayed. So I'm saying from the first sign of it, cut. Don't even give the second chance to do it. Don't stay, run because you don't have no prize or get for stay for long service award in a their relationship there.
if you're lucky enough to come out with
If
your
you're
life.
lucky to come out alive.
I miss something. I mean, like acknowledge people, and there's something going on. Judith Perry.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
I
Are you
left my email for Judith to email me later. Me and she
coming?
probably will talk. So she says she will. So I'm going to make she email me and so I will give her my WhatsApp number so me and
Is
she
it
can talk.
something that's going on that we can help? Is it personal? Is it that she's sick? What's
Well, I
going
don't know, but as I said, I gave her my email address with the hope of getting our WhatsApp number later. So when I speak to her, we will know. And if it's something she wants to share, I will share. And if it's something personal, I will leave it up to her. So I will talk to her later or tomorrow. I gave her the email. She said she will email me with
on?
the hope of us getting to talk.
Judith, if
Yeah.
it's something that we can help, now keep it to yourself, my love. But we help.
Yes. If it's something we can help with, as I said, when she emailed me, we can see what next we can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm anemic. So
Mhm.
I
You're eating ice.
freezing.
That what you
Ice.
drinking?
I need to break out of it. Everybody goes to find
She
cold.
eats ice.
I try,
Ice. Oh.
to break out of it. I try. But it's like if a day go by and I try not to do it, when I take my chlorophyll, it helps. But we came in like half an hour after the chat, and I had to change. I was like staying in. But yeah, to come out from me as I come to the door, I'm close on my way outside. I
Yeah.
cannot come in with stuff on.
Yeah. Me start peel off my clothes at the door.
I'm not
I
gonna do
know.
it. And
By the time.
I got some tea.
Good, Judith.
So
Mhm. Be
you need
strong. Yeah.
to, because I take Synthroid in the
Yeah.
morning, and you cannot take them together. You can't take chlorophyll with thyroid medication. You have to take them apart. And like at the least 4 hours. So what I do is I take my Synthroid in the morning and then I take my chlorophyll. So when I take
Mhm.
chlorophyll, it helps. But if that day me I try to not do it, I feel like I want to pluck out
Yeah,
everything.
because you get a craving. You get a craving for it.
Pull my teeth out my head. That's how it feels.
Mhm.
That I just feel I need that to feel that crunch between my teeth.
Yeah, crunch.
Just
Is
trying
beet one of those
it.
that can help with any is beet one of those that can help? Beetroot?
He always do beetroot juice for me and in with cook callaloo and but it's no my anemia is
Thyroid.
in front of me. Why did I bug my I think my son left the door open to me. Oh, it's a ladybug. It's pitched. It's a ladybug. I got a ladybug.
Oh,
So me said to Juliet, if you
them
raise
bites,
it at me once, me not give you a chance to raise it the second time.
So
Draws from you, be careful.
so
Should you
so
amount of energy.
yeah,
And Judy just put a lot of energy because them prayer the way she prayed, me I tell you, me feel it. Me feel it. Yeah,
I
man.
mean, yes, guys, I know the Jillian is a beautiful. I love the hair.
Yeah, man.
Jillian is
I
like, I remember the white hair.
Dark green leafy.
But no, for me, my body doesn't hold oil like
And
that.
yes, that's true, Anne Marie. Men going through it too. Yes.
My body doesn't hold that. I used to have to get the injection. I gave up on it. And then I get heavy period. Just like how you hear Queen describe it, is exactly how mine is. So
Mm.
for the over the sun, I do wear pull up sometimes because when I'm home, that's how bad it is. So
Yeah.
the feminine, the depend, not the yes, and put whatever and so that time that like going to my bed because I hate to be in bed and get up and messy and all of that. You know, go to the mattress. We can't take much. You know, want to mattress, style panel like it. So I do wear those at night. So that's how bad it is. But I have to get it's for me. I'm supposed to go do an iron
Yeah.
infusion.
So wait 1 second. So you still get your flow?
We had that conversation last week.
Last week, I just couldn't
yes,
remember if you
yes,
do. Yes. Yeah.
yes, she
Okay.
does. Yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Boy, me no know enough. The best thing ever happened to me was when me reached menopause. God,
I
listen,
was just
it was a gift from the Lord.
girl.
It's the
Listen.
best thing ever happened to me in this life.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Can I
going.
tell you? I never wore. It's only in the last
My
say
body just
5 years
uploaded.
Me
that
love
I've
it.
been. You see my bottom down there. I always wore black pants. Black. Black
Now,
until about 5 6 years ago. I couldn't wear any other color but black. At work, I have to sit on a cushion because that's how bad it was. It was like one time it coming like I was hemorrhaging. So I know about the anemia. So when talk about menopause, I welcome
Well,
it
me,
because
and the good thing that I was blessed, I didn't get none of them symptoms. There are some
I
extreme ones that I hear people have. I was blessed that I haven't been through it because even I have a friend and she's telling me now at least say she has to be getting because she said she's easily paranoid, and she have to be getting things. Me never know some medication for calm her because everything she get paranoid and she get panic attack. And me say,
yeah,
didn't know say all them things are come with
the
menopause.
hormones
I
when
have
it are
don't get
yeah,
those things.
yeah, the hormones.
it's just a bit
Different
in
different
an
people.
inside, I mean, inside just get fire hot. See, I have the fan running. You just get a
Not
little
even them heat flush that when me people say then get me never
Oh Lord.
experienced that.
Look at all that
Pass.
him wrap up my head
Come
with
on.
the
All right,
so
my
the
baba.
whole thing, Mr. Feeling sometimes I don't even sleep and
Good night,
come
my baba.
come
Good
upstairs.
night, darling. Me I got
Mm,
church too, na Baba. Me I got church too
Don't
tomorrow.
mm,
Easter Sunday,
mm,
me I
mm,
forgot church. Resurrection Sunday.
mm,
have
mm.
you ever we school the medication for
Yeah. My
Period.
OBG.
Hey,
yeah,
you know that Jillian talking about that, you know that you see that last period before you go in a menopause. I don't know about them. I thought I was going to die. You see that
Mm.
last period I had before I went into menopause? That thing gave me a pain so till at one point me lay down at the edge of the bed with my head hang down at the floor and my belly a catch on the little tough part of the bed there. When that
Mm-hmm.
now work, me come off, me lay down on the tile and that pain was, and so and when I had to go to the doctor because I couldn't take it no more. I put a comforter and a towel on the car seat. When I reached to the doctor, everything
Good night,
smoke.
Nikki Sam. Mm.
And that thing took me about 4 days of flow, just a four. I am going home
Heavy
and I'm
flow.
standing at the door to pull the door. And the
I
next
feel.
thing I just see everything there, my foot. And
Yeah,
that was
Drina.
it, and it happened, it continued for like about 2 weeks, and then that was it.
I used to
Never
get some
again.
clot, big
Get
so,
big,
big
coming like
so. The clot.
contractions.
Yep.
And they
When
coming
it,
like contractions.
when I'm up, when you pass them, yep,
Coming
it
like
feel like yep,
contraction. You feel
yep.
like contraction. I had all of
Mm-hmm.
that for about the last 3 months before it went. That was
Mm-hmm.
what I went through.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We've been, yeah, been there. So I never miss when it stopped. May I tell you, it's like I remember one at a time, when I was in Jamaica, and me and one of my coworker went to lunch in New Kingston. That's up. I made at a place, a male coworker.
I
I made
can't
in other
it
place.
with
And may I
me.
tell you, it's like the cramp just come on for me when me, in other people and big place, me go
Yeah,
down on my knee. Me go down on my knee and I saw
yeah,
my
man. I
coworker pull me up and put me fist sit down and say, "You want to go home? Get one taxi and put me in and send me home. I'ma go home. And when I go home, my mother, me a big woman, But me the last one, me the baby. So my mother was always there for me. When I go home, I'm tell her what I'm to me. I'm going to the bathroom. I tell her me I wail, Pondered and when me say the thing come out, me holler out for her and
oh,
she come.
mama.
One big, it look like liver. Big
Yes,
old
that's
piece
it.
of
Big
liver.
facts come out. Yes, that's what happened to me.
Yes.
And I tell you, say,
Mm-hmm.
I reached to the doctor, the tongue
Mm-hmm.
soak.
With how much loss. So
Yes,
my
with
mom,
love.
yeah, my mom did it because my grandmother was a midwife. So her girls, she, them know a little bit of midwifery. My mother get one big old plastic something and put on the bed, and then she put a sheet on it and me lay down on it, and she get one towel like a big old beach towel where she boil water in a wine enamel pail, and she put the thing in it, hot thing in her,
The
wring it out, and
the
then put
warm
it
water,
across my
yeah, hot,
belly,
yeah.
and she press and she
You to use the
massage
hot water
and
bag.
she massage and then me feel when I come out, just a gush I come out so.
But you know what I do? I
Hmm.
merengue, guinea hen, and
Um,
neem.
Tayan says she go through that right now.
Having a boiled out because you see that anything that I know, them
Yeah,
that
Tayan.
drink it, it a flush you.
Wow,
It,
Mm-hmm.
Mister, those clots were big in a man.
Huge, yep. I was
And
totally
in the final stages, say is Voltaren. Sorry, Voltaren. My doctor used to give me for the pain. That's how terrible the pain was. Voltaren
Mm,
used to give me.
yep.
Hey, Nikki, leave. Nikki, good night. Are you leaving? I don't know. I see Nikki look like
She
she
said
said,
she was leaving. She have to go get some rest. She
yeah,
said
I'm Nikki go to work.
rosemary tea.
And,
I think, yeah. I think it was
what
black.
are you
Ush.
hyper or hypo? Are you hyper or hypo?
Who
I'm
that?
not sure it's inside, but I know that some hyper gets it too. Depend on if you need to be stabilized. For me, I was hyper when I had my first son. It was caught very late. My eyes them already above. That's why you see I have the because I have Graves'
Oh,
disease.
okay, yeah.
So I
Oh,
have
I have a
the
friend with the same issue, you know.
um,
I have a
they
friend
Mm,
with the
get
same issue.
radioactive iodine because I didn't want to do the surgery. And so they gave me the medication. Me think to me all right, so me never take it. I end up back in the hospital after a year. Was it
iPhone.
my body was in
That's
shock?
low.
Good thing because I could have, gone in a coma or something. So I end
Oh,
up the
Nivanta, she's
found
iPhone.
out I became hypo. And
Yeah.
from then I've been on 20 my this one 27. I've been um like that for 27 months. Sorry, me I don't fit them.
It could.
You don't
Nope.
want to back. You don't
And
want
what's what come up for them that they look through the like you want get captured on the picture. About
that.
you.
Come like me, I don't really care. But me want, the other side, God, them are
Mm-hmm.
the shot and pull up on this and that. I'm gonna put one of my because them
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That is what to because even sometimes I hear my daughter want come say hello and I tell her don't come here.
Mm.
When you talk about don't talk about them on my handbag 27, 21, but me we get dark for my
Oh
kids.
yes.
Hmm?
Don't
Mm-hmm.
But tell me
Yeah.
about it.
like them. Don't
Son.
think
Them
about it.
little
Don't
people
think
have
about
but they know that
it.
say me will get
None
dark
of
for
them.
them.
Growing up, I was the only girl. Two brothers before me, two after me, and I was a fighter.
Mm.
Then you
You know it go. You know it go. You know it go, Alicia. Because then toughen you up. It's like the WWW. You then call them not party, them a ramp with you rough. You better get rough.
but that's the funny thing. I was around, we climbed tree, me gonna football match.
Yeah, put on. Yeah, Baba said put on. I have a I have a screen behind me. You should do that, Licia.
You
Set,
know how to do them something there. Marlene, why you not cuss bad out to me, man? Yeah,
learn, please,
so,
learn,
you know,
A green
learn.
screen can put on in it, not really hard.
Yeah.
if you were to the screen now, you remember said the other day, man, I tried flip this and turn off everything. So I have to do anything on the screen.
Yeah, so you can have our blur out, our blur,
Solve
kind of
my
blur.
problem with my cards because I have everything. I have
Hi,
every
Lillian.
single card on Google, and I have 12 of them. And none of them not take me, me don't know what to do because they keep saying if we go in wherever I go fill out whatever form. I'm trying to, me don't know what to do.
Yeah, Julian. It does drain you. It does drain you. It was it.
Well,
Yeah. It. But um talk up. Did you find? But Lisa and talk up. You have kids, right? So sometimes them said them would that would have changed. I did find a change in mine.
Which
After I had my son, a
I think they
change.
lied. Well,
It wasn't so drastic.
I always said they lied to me because they told me that after I had my first child, the pain would get less. But that wasn't in my case, it never happened because before I had any children,
Okay, bye,
I used to have
Julian.
terrible period pain. After I
Mm-hmm.
had my daughter, I was looking forward now to the pain ease up. But the pain never eased up, it got
Mm-hmm.
worse.
Mm-hmm. Some
bye,
people,
Juliet.
I
bye
didn't get
bye.
no.
Menorrhea.
Bye, Juliet. She said she have to
Bye, Jude.
work now. So I
Good
guess she have
night. I have to leave work
anyway.
now. Take care of yourself. And we'll
Okay,
keep you in your
darling. Same
prayers.
here.
Yeah.
And
You
remember
you
to
say
call
no,
to
you say
email me, Judith,
that
and
you
we will
will.
talk.
Yeah.
Yes, and if it's anything that we can help, let us know.
Mhm.
You can have my number.
Right. So just
Hmm.
email me, Judith, and we will talk.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, the things that we go through as women. Yeah. The women and young girls and all of that with our physical, with our physical health. And then on top right when we go face the mental and emotional part of it, may I tell you, we know for carry burden, we're
Um,
strong.
And me, I go tell you again, say that is where they teach we a part of our culture about we fi be strong, care burn. We not get no prize feed.
which
No, but when we say strong, sometimes our strength we don't know. We not talk about strong in our things and kicking.
Oh,
We not
okay,
talk
that
about them.
okay,
We
all
not talk
right,
about them
all
strength
right,
them.
all right. You're not talking about that strength.
Me not
Okay,
talk about
good,
them strength them. Me talk
good, good,
about
good,
what we
good.
endure.
Okay,
Some of the
good.
things where we endure and we
Yeah,
go through
well,
it
that
and
is
then,
true
you
because
know, there's
I
some of the
didn't know I had so much strength in me when my marriage
um,
break up until when me
Mhm.
had to do everything for myself.
Exactly. Exactly. Because when I began to say when Licia spoke about boarding school or what have you, me left my when I remember when I told my parents that I was going to go buy what NHT house, and my father said to me, "Where you go? Me a space around there so we can build one self-contained thing for you." And that's what they did before me know it. Yeah, architect come in and place bill up and so on. So when I left home to go live with my husband, I left directly from home. I think I was 35 years old to go live with one man.
Bob, I tried to tell me how to do the screen thing.
Oh,
All
yes,
right,
yeah, yeah.
they
So
will tell
that
you how to
was,
do it.
yeah. So that in terms of independence, so I was learning on the go. But what I had, as I said before, was an abundance of self confidence. You know, so that did help me through. But I had to learn.
I
I
bought a
had.
one.
Mm?
I was watching this college, so I was boarding.
Oh yeah. So you're in Manchester, yeah. So yeah.
But me go every weekend, love. That's board.
You did talk up. You never bored. You did go Aggie. You never
Me
bored,
go
are
Aggie, the good old
you?
Aggie. So we
I'm
never
seeing
bored. I went to the
me
good old
I'm
Aggie.
seeing me, I'm not sure it's fine.
Hmm?
Mm?
I'm seeing me at your
Me yeah, Joe, we went to the good old Aggie. Aggie,
Julian,
Angle.
say, Julian, you mean in terms of you went through a lot too? In terms of, is it physical challenges or marital? When you say you went through a lot too, um, Julian Duhaney, Julian Duhaney, because there's
Oh,
another
this is
Julian here.
Lillian. This is Lillian.
Oh,
Lillian Duffy.
Lillian, sorry, Lillian
Lillian.
Duhaney, sorry.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we start in this little thing. I have a little, yep, I have a little getaway.
Geritol.
I have a little getaway channel
Sorry, Geritol.
because
I can't
Does
because
that still exist? Sorry, Geritol. That still exist?
with
that
me.
that tonic there.
Okay, I'm trying to-
Yeah. My
So
I
you
mother
have
told me, sir.
I
My
still
mother
get
told me, sir,
feral.
Excelsior my
I
school.
still get
and
Ooh,
feral. We don't still have feral.
Tamuk, say
feral. I
Still
can't
take
feral.
do it.
feral.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, talk up, say Tamuk. She
Excel.
wanna hear alma mater.
Oh, so like we what, Tamu whatever Bell that name there.
Webble.
Here's your another Aggie girl in the house. I am a good old. So you know Mr. Wang.
Oh, Mr. Wang was famous,
Mr.
yeah.
Wang was a principal at my
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I left
Many
when
go.
Mr. Wang, and then I heard after it was Mr. Fenton.
Friend,
But Mr.
yeah.
Wang was the principal when I was going there.
Farrell, yes. Tell you about Farrell, my mother, so when she was pregnant with me, five where did I fight for space in her womb with me. She had to
Hmm?
go every day to get a shot to
Mm.
keep. to keep the fibroid from growing, and so
And
that
then,
I could grow. You
oh.
know, eventually I won over the feral, over
So
the
you have,
fibroid. Sorry.
I went to,
right, you have our next one named Vigatan. Them still use that tonic that too. As I name Vigatan. One tonic name, so who know it? One V something. Where make you hit like a farmer horse.
Oh, I don't know the one.
So
It's
Vigatan,
Rodney.
as I name, I must say Vigatan. I don't know, some perital Vigatan.
yes,
One tonic. A
man.
perital, some tablet where they take and they make you eat like farmer's horse.
Oh, Silver Fox. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Who called
Silver
Silver
Fox was
Fox?
Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong was who
Oh,
they call
yeah.
Silver Fox. I
Fibroids
got
can kill the
5 years
baby.
of
Yeah,
it.
Yvonne.
Mr. Wong, them used to call him Silver Fox.
What school you they come out in? High school.
Meadowbrook. Media night. Right to the foot of the Red Hills there. Meadowbrook.
She got uptown school up at Meadowbrook.
Me, they way down in a town. Well, me go private school, private school, private.
Private school, where they
Mhm.
go, okay.
And
Good
Western
night,
College. I'm not
Marva.
going to be in this Adventist
Mhm.
school.
It's
So,
Where's
not
the
Viagra.
Viagra?
It's one tonic name, some Vigatan. I mean, one didn't know I must say, I saw me, oh,
Lillian said perital.
must say perital, yeah. But when
Mhm.
you take it, make your name like a farmer horse.
Mm. So you say for a long time, me I fight the fight, you know. From me at the womb, me I fight the fight.
Yes, if somebody has said the Vigatan
Yes,
tonic. That
yes,
tonic, them
Maggie.
The tablet. Yeah, no, but when me go Harrison, it's trouble.
them tonic, them me use. So because for you know feral and Vigatan, you're supposed to know couscous.
Wisconsin. The perfume.
The couscous perfume.
Yeah,
You're
I
supposed
used
to know.
to.
I'm not supposed to know where the razor, I saw the lotion, the name when you put it on, they smell you from 5 miles away.
Which
Razor.
lotion that?
The
Oh, I
razor
don't know about that
lotion
one
there.
there.
You don't know a razor lotion?
Good night, Marva
If you know
Johnson.
couscous, you're supposed to know the razor lotion. When you put on it, then smell you from five
Razak.
miles
Oh,
away.
me no know. Yeah,
The
me no
razor
know
car
it.
with that one name.
Gillette, where I say yes to, you know the
Oh,
Razak?
oh, the lamp. Enough beaten me get fine no much. I'm on my lampshade me broke and get beaten for.
Yes,
Cause them claim now say me have the smallest hand in the house. So they always make me
Make you
clean the
clean it
lampshade.
with
Because they say for
newspaper.
me hand alone. And every time me put for me under the
Razak.
woman lampshade, me broke it and she beat me. And she won't stop make me clean it. She beat me and then buy back the lampshade and give me next day if it clean again.
oh, what is that? Even we did hate the lotion there. After this day, it was
Razak.
The razor, oh
I
God, when
never
you put
heard
a
about
razor,
it.
you smell, they smell you from 10
Smell
miles
like
away,
colorwood.
you know.
I think when it came in, I had left, but I had gone down the,
Hey,
yeah,
Marva Dice. Hey,
I
hey.
was just coming in, something like that. But I think
Razor was the boss, Maggie. Maggie's razor too strong. Anytime you put it on, everybody know.
At least them no say bad. We hope. What sort of comment?
huh?
Razor and carbolic soap.
Smell
Home
like when
sweet
man up with
home.
a
Yes,
and
the lamp. Home sweet home lamp.
And the lamp weak. When mama said me forgot trim the lamp weak.
it's just fun to have in the house something that you grew up with. So it,
Yeah.
I don't use
The,
this candle.
yeah, from memory. You
So how
know,
I
much
don't
I know
put
they get
it.
beaten if you chip on a granny goblet? Mama did give me goblet figure catch water and me chip because I in a mel, you know. And me go bounce mama goblet past stone out the door and it chip. Jesus God. Boy then give me a beating for that same thing there.
wait for this.
What is egg? Me never hear nothing about no egg in no water set and then
Oh,
I
you
used to
come
hear
from
about
this
it.
every Good Friday,
I
everybody
used to
get
hear
a egg and you get your glass of water and you open break the egg and
big
you put the
wheel,
egg
yeah.
white in the water, you set it, but before 6 o'clock before sun come up and we set it in the sun and everybody go take up them glass to see what kind of shape.
Mary Kay, if I'm making.
Sandra said
In
she
a,
know Vigatan.
eh?
Sandra said she know Vigatan.
Yeah,
tonic.
me know Vigatan, they know that tonic them
Mhm.
me used to take. That's why I mean I wonder how, if I me a call it wrong, I wanna a
No,
Vigatan and the tonic when
and
me
you
used to
know
take.
it.
Vigatan.
Hey,
I want to
hey,
go to church tomorrow and having the white shoes ready. Coming over there.
white cotton
No, me
shoes.
don't have no. Me just wear white
Wait,
dress. Me just wear a white dress with
white dress.
something else.
Talk up,
Hmm?
Even white
Minister for
Sunday go to church. With
church. Easter
somebody
Sunday.
a palm in there and
Hmm. So, but the telephone remind me
Palm Sunday gone
about the
already.
Good
Then
Friday.
Palm
The
Sunday,
Sunday
friend, the
before.
Sunday
Tomorrow
before Good
Easter
Friday.
Sunday.
Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Good Friday.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow Easter Sunday.
So
tomorrow.
tomorrow, Easter Sunday, where you go wear your white clothes, cause a resurrection day. So you
There.
have to wear your white clothes tomorrow, go to church, and the
So
ladies' ministry will be in charge tomorrow.
so let me tell you about the story myself. It remind me to tell you today about me and Good Friday. One Good Friday. So this particular Easter, I spent in a country with my auntie and my grandma. My grandmother was alive, but I can't remember. That's my father, sister, and him. Yeah. So this was Trelawney. Me did love one city girl who did love country. Me did like spend because I think we're in the city that I lived at the time. There was too much happening there. So going to the country was an escape for me. So anyway, the Easter tradition, the fish and the bun and cheese and the what have you. So the church my aunt went to is St. Joseph Catholic Church in Falmouth. Anyone who know the church there, they're right on the seaside at the time. The
Okay.
paint, the louvers were made of wood, and so the
Yes.
sea breeze just come through, the church, and the sea breeze just feel nice and cool and what have you. Before we go church, I put on one piece and yam in a Easter bun. So me at the church just no one card as we said before. In a Catholic church, you have the 3 hour mass. We start at 12 o'clock, and then I do the station after cross or what that. So me sit down there, the butter and cheese and the nice cool breeze I come through and me sit down and me there watch and the mass somber and boring like heck. When me 3 priests officiated at this mass. When me look on the altar, me see one of the priests I go so. Listen, that was enough for me because me I tell you, so the IT said that take me over. So me no know what me does off. The next thing me do, my auntie come over and she a push me, and all a snore too.
That people in church. They're easy.
The people are big, good Friday. Me sit down asleep so till me all a snore. I been snoring.
They're not easy. But the
How was
funny
I
thing,
to know?
no, sir.
How was I to know?
Good,
I
good
didn't
snoring
take
in our
me.
people in church. They're not
You would have
easy.
slept too if it were you.
But the funny thing, me not know if it used to happen to you too, but when I was in the country and going to church with my grandmother, I don't
Mhm,
know. We used to go to it was a United Church of Jamaica and Grand Cayman, a nice
mhm.
stonework church, pretty church. But the funny thing, why every one of those old people that go to the church had their seat in the church? Nobody else couldn't sit down in a them seat there. If my grandmother not come church, nobody not sit down in her seat, because before
Privilege.
church over, mama here said somebody did sing in our seat at church. And when we go church, me have to sit down side of my grandmother in a church. So every other picnic can go sit down with their friend. Me have to sit down beside my
No, my
grandmother.
grandmother.
And you cannot shut your eye, you can't blink your eye. You have to just pace past us until church over. No, sir. A
My Baba,
torture.
I
As you
think some
start
people hold a
book, so mama
tradition
slap
still.
you. Or she take you, send yourself to go wash your face and come back.
Hmm.
Why did that
May I
torture?
tell you, may I tell you, man. No, my Baba, I don't think, I think some people still hold that tradition. For me, I know tradition for me, but just, not like cook, so no
It is
stove
a
never light.
tradition. It is a me.
Mm-hmm.
Then grow me so when me the little bit said no for light no stove till
Chip
12
are
o'clock.
playing
So me just
bells.
grow it up. So on Good Friday now, me no bother
Mm-hmm.
cook. We eat
Mm-hmm.
bun and cheese, I will eat fried fish. So me make sure say me look after all those things from Thursday night because
Mm-hmm.
we not light no stove till Friday evening. So me not bother light no stove again. So we fry the fish, we eat fish. Oh no, who eat fried fish and bun nice, you know? No eat fried fish
I
and
heard
bun
about that a few years ago. I
nice.
did hear about it on Meet
Fried
the
fish and bun
Mitchells.
nice.
It- but the thing is, we as Adventists, we don't celebrate it.
Observe.
Yeah, I know, yeah, because my friend
But
don't celebrate
food.
that. Yeah. Mhm.
So Thursday, I went and I got purchase, I got goat, I got fry. So I fry so much fish. So Thursday night, I had me all
Yeah,
three
mom, it
fish,
was after 12.
fish, 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 still have fish. My husband just sit down eat two just a while ago.
With
Fish,
what?
And
Ado,
look,
you get
when
ado
you
bread
put
feet with it.
the fried fish pan the bun nice, and we put
mm,
all the onion and the pepper
mm,
pan
All
it bun,
the
it nice.
yeah, yes, all of that. But I never had fry fish and bun.
Growing up, we used to eat fried fish and bun like crazy, because I don't like bun and cheese,
Me
so
like
I
to
just
cook
eat the
chicken no
bun
more.
alone.
I call me
I don't
careful.
really fancy bun and cheese. And I don't like Easter bun. I like the little round bun them because I don't like the
Oh,
whole
the
fruits in the bun.
yeah. My mom made buns. May I tell you, say, trust me. And when you get that, I mentioned the yellow and red cheese, the cheddar cheese in the yellow and red tin, that salty one there. And when you put that with the my mother bun, trust me, it was. Well, may I tell you, I miss my mother so
Did I
much.
cook a lot of fish for Thursday?
I
I did
don't really
a
like
lot of fish.
Easter bun
Mhm.
because of the
It's still
fruits.
have fish.
And that
But
is sleep. That's why Juliet. So Juliet know me. Juliet said the only remedy for sleep is sleep. And then if me can look on the altar and see the priest of sleep, and him a officiate, what make me couldn't sleep? And my belly did full of banana cheese.
Well, I never have that luxury. When I used to go church with my grandmother, we could not sleep. Cause my grandmother, boy, I never know if nobody could have beat. But the funny, my grandmother handy just nimble and beat you. But the funny thing is that the beat was because my grandmother roll up all
Whiting.
roll up all newspaper and beat it. Or she use her bedside slippers beat it. She not beat it with no belt nor no big beating, but her hand
Mm.
just nimble.
and me carry yesterday.
Bacart, it sets a tone for the preaching.
Me,
Alicia, I made all the fish. Alicia, she says, Yvonne says she made all the fish yesterday.
me say, yeah, me
New
say,
Zealand.
what
Yes, yes, my baba. That is it. Yeah, it was made in New Zealand, but it's still there. It's salty,
Yes, the taste cheese
red
is
and yellow.
what,
Yeah.
very salty.
what?
And back in the day, them
Yes,
never have the small tin where them have now a big tin. So
the
when you cut that
tastiest
tin there, you
cheese,
know, say yeah, share it up, say
salty.
yeah, share it up because you know that the big old tin there. Not only nowadays, them I make the small tin, but the big old tin, you know, say I cut this, you probably cut in a tree, you give your neighbor this or my auntie live on the road, she'll get fair one and so on.
You
So
know, me
yeah.
want ask, somebody can't tell tasties, so they must improve now and put the little lift up something pan it in instead of we still have to cut the
We
cheese
always
out
have
right
red
in.
label wine with in the house to for Easter.
Oh, no get red label wine from
What
Easter. That Christmas one we get
We
that.
don't need to get the Easter.
No, we never get no wine. In my house, Easter was too sacred. Wine was considered being a sinful act.
See what they, which is why I
I
say
what we
like
did have Yvonne? I what we
person
did have at
like
the
A
time.
true
one
Ivan,
of
I don't know why taste
they
is
want
not
to
step
carry
up them
Adventist
game.
too. We don't have no tradition for Easter. So my father used to carry red
They
label
change
wine.
it now, Ivan. Taste is change it in.
The girl with that little handle up high top her neck.
But
The
the
big
red
one there, yeah.
red
Remember that
label.
one there?
Yeah, that's the one.
We never used to drink that for Easter. My granny would not allow liquor in the house
Oh
Easter.
yeah, no, yeah.
It's
Red
only
label
No.
wine and liquor.
Christmas. Only Christmas one we see that.
Red label wine and liquor.
Bell, my
Of
granny
course,
drink a
hey,
liquor.
listen
My granny
here.
drink a liquor. Red label one with junk you. It's
Let me tell
strong.
you something. Let me wait, Licia, before you say anything. One of the time I was dating this guy years ago, and I'm very competitive. So one weekend with us, spend time together. So, we play games and so on. So one of the games that we play was who can drink the other end of the table. The concoction of choice was red label wine and white rum. And
Mix
that you
it
call
together,
Dranko Batty.
guys. Mix it
And
for them together.
listen, on the rocks. Let me tell you something. When you have it, when you're drinking it, one of them I call creeper. When you're drinking it, it tastes nice, especially with the ice and, So me got some bomb. I guess about that. About that. I'm gonna so bam and drink off my first class. Cause I'm very competitive. And we sit down there, sip theme one, I sip theme one. Mr. Man catch up. Pour me another one. I'm, uh,
You're a
I'm,
wine bibber.
it's
No,
sweet.
say
You know them
back
creeper?
in the days, they used to call me Rummet because me could have did hold my liquor because when we were growing up, when we got to about 18,
Mm-hmm.
my father bought the liquor and carried home. And
Mm-hmm.
each week, because it was four of us and it was three girls and one boy.
Mm-hmm.
So my father taught us at home how to drink liquor because he said, when you
They
no go
got
on
a road.
road, you must know what to do and what not to mix. So my father teach me to drink liquor. So you see, when me reach about 21, 22, God, me could have hold any man put on anything. Me and them, me used to
You can
hold
hold
my
your
liquor,
own.
So they used to call me rumhead because no care they try to drunk me. Them a drunk before me. 'Cause my father teach we how to drink and
To
a hard
drink.
liquor daddy used to teach we if you drink.
But may I tell you about the creeper? That drink, what may I tell you about, is a creeper. Realize it nice, it go down smooth, it nice and it sweet and it the ice and realize.
Mhm. But
So me
Smirnoff Ice
drink
is like that.
me drink two and then me I tease him and me I say catch up man, where you do? Yeah, me I drink you another table. I'm go the third one. By the time I don't drink the third one, him just don't drink film. First
So
one.
Me
already,
not tell
Me go
you.
sleep.
yeah,
Me go drop asleep.
Me not
Because now
drink.
me start feel the buzz, right? Me start feel the buzz. And me drop
okay.
asleep.
Me not
You
Here
drink.
see I know?
the
Really.
Britain is still on
So
the
let me
market.
say, my father used to bring red label wine every Easter.
And
But
I white rock.
we not get
A
none. We
stone
not get
ginger wine.
we not get none. So
Hmm?
one
White rock.
day, him bring the red label wine and just me and my brother them went there. My two younger brother. Two older brother never live with me when we were little. So we decided to this thing every year, we not see it, we not get none, we don't know what it tastes like. So we decided to know we are gonna open it.
Even
We
the
know
each different butter.
once it open, we know we're gonna get it. But we decided so we're gonna take the baby
Or
because
take
we
it.
don't know what it tastes like. So we open it and too little, it threw away. Mind you, me, I older one now, I too younger one. So all three came to the decision, so we are gonna taste it. And we never taste it, we never get none, nothing at all. So when we pour it now, it's sweet. So we said, so we start drink, baby love, we pour
Like a
more.
juice. I drink
Yeah.
it with juice.
Pour it down. We never know what was.
Oh no.
So let me tell you. But may I tell you about the when me
We
if,
joke. You
The
know
juice.
when me me did drop asleep and then while me asleep in my sleep me feel like something not come up. You see, by the time me could I realize I woke me eye,
Hmm?
I'm fi say, come off of the bed, of everything up on the ground. I
Whoa.
sick till a week. Me couldn't even stand up.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't even stand up. From that day till today, me not drink that concoction there again. Because if I was in a different company, you could be assured that I would have
Mm.
been taken advantage of.
True, yeah. Well, the first time me get drunk, a stone ginger wine drunk me. That time me
Okay.
just start go a party. Stone ginger wine drunk me.
And the last time
Mhm.
And
me
that
not
was the last time I drunk. The first and the last. I never drunk again.
AM Digital Creation. Good night. Happy Easter to you too.
Oh, thank
But
you.
yeah, but yeah, so that are some of the things, and you know, we come through and with just knowledge. I saw someone mention Bailey's in the comments.
Oh, Bailey.
Bailey's. Have you ever had Bailey's and ice cream? Bailey's mixed with ice cream.
No.
Oh,
Bailey's.
now
Whenever
what
I
you
go
know,
out,
Marley. Now
Bailey's
that
what
is
rum
what
cream.
I drink
I
when
know
I
what
go
you know,
out.
Marley.
When I go out,
You have that? You have had that?
No,
Try it if you're so
Bailey's and ice
inclined.
cream
Yeah, Bailey's rum cream and
with
ice
ice
cream.
cream. Mix
Yep,
both of them.
mix it up.
I just
Yep.
love Bailey's. Whenever I go out, that is my choice of drink.
you
Another
let
liquor burns my stomach. Yeah, so you have an allergy to alcohol, kinda. So my poison of choice is chocolate, hard dough bread, or fried dumpling. Okay, how you put that combination there together,
Chocolate hard over bread and fried
my
dumplings.
baba?
Between the bread and the
what
fried
my
dumpling.
come from?
Hmm?
My Baba, where my Baba from? What country?
Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Maggie, try it. I recommend it. You will thank me later.
You're
I'm
still
going
in
to try it, Marlene.
you're still in
Yes.
Manchester? You're still in Manchester? Pack up.
Hmm?
That will give it a run, Sivan. Yeah, you mean because the
Manchester,
glucose
In
intolerant.
Manchester. I grew up in Manchester with my grand aunt.
What price you now?
I live in
Sounds
Kingston now.
delicious.
But I grew up in Manchester until I was 12. I came back to Kingston to live with my father when I started high school.
It is delicious. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I live in Manchester from I was 2 until I was 12. And then
Mm.
I went to Kingston to live with my dad, and I went to Excelsior High School.
Um,
Agree.
I might be
Agree,
dropping
man.
down there.
Hmm?
I think I might be dropping down there
That's
Down
put
Manchester?
it on the
in the country.
yeah. Put it on the chat with school and a go. If you're not from Jamaica, put it on the chat with school and a go.
My one is Aggie Animo. The good
Har-
old
And
do it with thy might.
Harrison Adventist School.
She
And
go
then
Harrison,
she go private
Harrison.
school. She go private
I've heard
school.
of Harrison. Let me hear about Harrison.
Adventist
Where
I
College.
know
that? Down
that.
in
That
Manchester?
college.
Down in Manchester?
Eh?
Down in Manchester?
Down Manchester.
Maggie said, don't give her ideas. Is that the school that what's she name? This in her daughter go? The one where the one where her daughter go and like say
The
she
lady
can
there?
make party. Yeah.
Who?
I said she the send her daughter go?
Who?
The one where the daughter
Oh, the story there with the lady there. Oh.
mm, the daughter will throw stone behind her because she go like, hey, Glisa, keep up, man. Go, look it up. What's your name again? Talk up. What did Angie? No, no,
Yes,
Angie. She not name Angie. What's your name? Nancy. What's your name?
foster. And she did send her go maritime and private school, and the daughter come out now, don't acknowledge her.
Mhm.
And I know about beer. I know about beer there. I know no, I know
No, it's
Harrison.
in
No, no,
Manchester.
no. Us,
She lives in Clarendon.
a
Harrison.
Clarendon should have live in her.
Clarendon, the lady
Sav, we
live.
should Sav there. Westmoreland should have them, man.
No,
Yannick.
Clarendon.
Um,
Clarendon.
Gilletta, which parish should it there come from? Which parish should it there?
Clarendon.
We should
Like,
Gillette, Gillette, if you're still in the chat, tell we, because Gillette was mentioning it that
It's
she knew
Clarendon.
exactly. A Clarendon, you sure?
Yes, it's Clarendon, the lady is from. And she said I go to the prep school where that one where Lisa must say talk about.
Dana went to an Adventist school too. Dana,
Portland Eye,
Yeah, that's
Adventist
all.
School.
Yeah, it's an Adventist school.
Yeah. Portland and Saint Elizabeth High,
that old me back in life, you know. That old me
Hmm?
back in
Yannick
life.
Foster,
Thing.
Portland
That's what the
High.
girl did name.
Yeah,
Marlene,
Yannick Foster.
you
Huh?
you know where Jared Park is? The famous Jared Park where them used to have
Of
Vegas on.
course.
Mm.
Yeah.
And right across the street from it.
Oh, okay. Jackpot na mobi. Mobi. Oh yes, I forget. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. But because you say Manchester, may I mix up the two? May I mix up?
West Indies College was Harrison High.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
I was not fortunate to school in Jamaica, but from Clarendon. So you left Jamaica you start um before you start school, Mababa.
My Baba left here early.
Jago in the house.
Jay
Go
going in the house.
Ravens. Virtech, watch VT. Watch that. Maria, you can run.
How we used to go? Maria. From Maria used to go
Mm-hmm.
Tech. Tracy
Virtech.
is from St. Elizabeth. All right. The story there. All right. Stats. Oh, Sasha Ferris went to Stats. Stats
Watch
was just
there.
down the road from me when I lived at Maxwell Avenue.
Yeah, my cousin they got stats. Angie, me have a talk up the things. Me have a co-worker right now who me think you don't know her. Me don't know her. Me don't know your right name. So, but me think you got school. Me think you were at school at the
With
time, Excelsior,
yep.
when she was there.
Okay.
She would have been the class of either 80 or 81. You were the class of which one?
81.
Yeah, man. You don't know her. When yeah, one of the when you give me a name, I'm ask her about you. You don't know her. She
Adventist,
tall and
82.
strong.
Alaya, 82.
82.
Adventist just hold back your talent. Hold back your
Hmm?
talent. Me did.
Rossies.
Me did that
Look
all
there. St. Hughes.
man. But
Fort together. You got school. You got Alicia school.
I wanted to
Wait
play
one second. Look who in other. Okay, we're not gonna say St. Hughes. Listen, you know. Welcome,
St.
dear.
Hughes.
my goddaughter.
Welcome, my dear. We have celebrity that
It is
also there chat.
animal. I went through the period of Silver Fox. He was
Thank
my
you, thank
principal.
you.
Hmm. But
What?
okay, yeah, yeah, we know nobody in your time. Yeah, you are our daughter.
The
We
baby.
could have
The
been,
baby.
yeah, we could have your daughter. We don't know nobody in your time. But
Oh,
My
welcome, St.
girls.
Hughes,
My
Tracy
girls
from
went to
Stats. Mm?
Merle Grove.
Oh, Ugo Margove.
man.
One of my daughter went to Merle Grove.
Oh, okay. Somebody go Westmoreland.
And
Yeah.
then the next thing is you can't eat outside. You can't bring food because no meat on the campus. You
Oh, you went to
you
Adventist school?
you forget
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right? Then now we have to eat tuck shop food, veggie patty, and all them. Me get punishment every day. Cause every day me I send somebody push money through the
Every
fence for
day you
somebody go
broke the
buy.
people them ruling Lisa. A long time you're a rebel, you know.
I don't me supposed to be a
Okay, you
black
want to load you up? Hey, folks,
green
AK in the chat.
your green uniform.
Say welcome. Welcome to AK. She's in the chat.
All right. She said she jumping off now.
Okay, all right. Thanks for
Okay,
jumping.
darling.
You missed the other part. Where we are talking about woman stuff.
To Kempsville
Oh,
High School in
school
Clarendon.
in
This is
Clarendon.
Princess. Creation. You used to go
One.
Queen. What school you used to go Creation? Queens?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the message come in. I'll read
Convent
it
of
after.
Mercy.
Thank you. Yeah.
I
Take care
think
of yourself. You know, with there for you. So take care of yourself. Every now and again, we send you messages.
Talk up.
All
You
right,
know,
my
say
love.
me, you talk about that time. You know, say me feel say me still hold Jordan and Miss Pinica. We used to trust the Sky Juice cornbread and butter. I swear say
Okay.
me.
My taking. Yeah. We used to have Pekka. Pekka used to have him little thing right under the tree there,
Well,
so
we did have
right after
Jordan sell Sky
the
Juice and
Pekka
when
used
the
to
cornbread
sell
and cheese.
Pekka used to sell Kalaloo. Pekka
I
used to
know
sell Kalaloo
was a
and Sky
there was
Juice.
a there was
And
a school up the hill. My uncle used to teach at the secondary school up the hill from my
Mm.
school, and then Jared Park across the street. It named I forgot. Them wear pink uniform. They used to be half day. So the morning shift, when them over and come down, me should money to the fence, get them for go buy something for me. And me I get sick, but me not care. And me not eat no veggie. No veggie
Nutrabula.
every day.
Baba, with
And
Nutrabula.
People them school go brought
You
their
remember primary school when they made have the vegetable patty and
okay, okay.
the milk there, the Nutri milk.
yeah,
Remember them things there?
Mhm.
when I went to Western College, me have a percolator in my room with a little hot plate in my room because me someone never put one piece of cooking in a percolator upstairs.
Cayman
And
Island. I live in who live in a Cayman
the
Island.
dean, the
I
dean,
So
thought
that's
creation.
the dean,
oh, that went to school.
yes,
Mhm.
man, the talk shop. And I said, the dean, I come up and step out, come up, I want to install me here,
But
the
two
dean.
and three tricks, yeah.
Listen, me take the calculator yesterday, and I threw it in the bathroom. Because
Mm.
you see, I'm drunk. When I
Oh,
put
me never see you. Me never see you.
Sometimes it's
Sorry.
horrible, man.
Me never see you. You were commenting along. Me
Thank
never
you,
see.
girl. Thank
Oh, I
you.
have to go
Thank
back
you.
through the chat. Yeah.
let me tell you something. Me go home every weekend, and Western is college, supposed to go home once a month. Me go home every weekend, Worst, my little sister just born, she was a brand new baby. And I love my little sister. I was the only child.
Yeah, because of the keep it quiet. That's what I say.
Everything. I have a draw. I keep
Yeah,
a
we never
draw.
see you. Oh, nobody never tell me say she was in the chat. But me glad she was
Whenever.
here, just a chill. Me talk about AK.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to um down in another town, one town,
Hmm.
Mandeville, by Salomon and Gundy and Crackers.
Oh my God. Mm.
Listen, my
Lisa, you don't say
my diamond
you don't say
full.
never supposed to identify people them school.
Me a cook in a have a percolator. I have a hot plate. Me not going there to eat. The one thing I used to like though, gluten. They used to wash the flour. This was Saturday lunch after church. They wash the flour and then they take it make chicken leg. And it was very good. But
Queen in the
you
house. Are
see,
then Queen.
My Baba said our kids got Nutrabula. So them still have that program in a school. People who know, because that was a program that was a nutrition
oh,
nutritional program for school. Are them in the house? Look on the
Drop
big
me your
garden.
my email. Queen, drop me your digits at I want to talk to you. Here, Queen, drop
Mm,
me your digits at my email address.
mm.
so
You
I
know,
never
then you know, sister,
leave.
a long time then they closed
For
down
menopause.
the
They
place
were too
from
busy
the
talking stuff to freak me out for menopause.
Right? We jump from that to school. But
we
me,
don't we have menopause and their school now. You
me
know,
get
so
No, somebody said it no because I was saying that nobody couldn't tell me say our girl didn't have a chat. So she just say because we did a chat about menopause, so we never noticed her in the chat.
one thing,
Something to look forward to, ladies. Just letting you
right?
know.
The good
all
We who have gone before you, one of the one of the-
Molly, man, I don't know how to do it. After Western college, I haven't eaten it because I don't know. But I know they used to wash the flour and then they mold it like a chicken leg and then they fry it, and it was very good. But you
mm,
see, Western college, the trouble the juice. You see, if you drink the juice, you're not going class.
what kind of
I'm gonna
juice?
go Negro.
When them mix juice in a man, it knock you out. Me don't know what them put in it, but you're
Oh, the
gone.
sweet, sweet.
You have no choice. No choice. I mean, I drink the juice. But they used to make with the flour, and they wash it. I don't know, that's what they call me. And then they shape it like chicken leg and fry it. And that was very, very good. Then
Oh,
I used
okay.
to, one thing I used to take on campus was Saturday after church. I used to do lunch because I used to like that thing. But other than that, me love me a cook, me have food in my drawer. Everybody come shopping in my room. Me they get trouble because I said because and I give trouble because of privilege. Because when I was in Harrison, the principal went to school with my aunt, and my aunt was a deputy mayor at the time. So they know one another. So we just always used to do things I'm not to do. Then,
Why doesn't that
vice
why doesn't that surprise us?
You know, why does that surprise us?
he's very tree in the front of the school, and she would have stand up right there. Really, that one. Because you never wear black, you cannot wear black shoes. You now wear it. But she has stand up and see me coming at the blue shoes till then, the blue sneakers till then give up on me.
And then and you know say you're not feel weary and you're still weary.
And so them, them call me auntie a lot, make to come at school, and then Western College now, my other side of the family is associated, my grandmother is associated with Western College. They donated a lot of buildings and yeah. So it's like we don't troublemaker anywhere we go. But it's good.
Privileged.
Yes, man.
Privileged.
Well, it's a privilege picnic.
Hmm.
So Adventist, you cannot eat meat in the school.
I remember. I wonder if I go cut off my chat if I go in I try use my tablet for log on to Instagram. But I don't remember
Oh,
me.
that pink milk there, that Nutri-Milk. Me did love that pink milk there. We used to get it in the Bula school, the Nutri-Bun and the pink milk. Me did love it. Hmm?
Jeremy,
Well, they used to give me one pink milk at school in a one white box when I have no label. Just one plain white box with the pink milk in there. When me I go school, that me used to get. And the Nutri-Bun.
you don't
But
know.
when I used to go school in Manchester, back in the day, we used to get uniform cloth when school get holiday. Then we used to get material to go home to make uniform. Those things don't happen anymore.
No, yeah, we get cool. You're supposed to be repair off again.
We used to get uniform material to make uniform. And they used to give us one rubber boot named Tarzan. I don't know who know that. I'm aging myself.
Oh,
Now I see them and they call it jelly bean or something like that. Though that little plastic rubbery looking shoes.
was squish when he went.
Yes, that shoes.
One drop over the you remember butter. I went butter, the black one.
Oh, butter crepe. The butter crepe them. Butter crepe. If you're not as old of us, you wouldn't know butter. Butter used to make the crepe them. And my grandmother did go market and make the miss. They used to have the tall up one to your ankle. And my grandmother did buy one of that. And I wear it go school. And the pitney then laugh after me say me in a boy shoes. Jesus got a ball all day.
Wait, butter didn't make other shoes?
No, I just crepe then did make. I just crepe.
Go over your foot. What the black one went to go over your foot? Just like the jelly.
Ballerina.
They're a ballerina. That ballerina just recently, man.
When it's a recent, how you mean? You talk about me
20
did encounter
ago.
ballerina when me I go to school, Listen here.
My family them was here, right? This is why I never wear black shoes. Them was here. Them always are send
Well is
the painted shoes, them come down.
jelly sandals. Ballet shoe.
When sun catch it.
When the painted shoes there, it burn your toe.
The pattern. Listen, they talk about that. My mother, when she does send me go church, because sometimes them would come church with, but if them at work, my parents at work, them would send me go church with my big brother.
Wow,
But my mother always had this thing where, she got a daughter, but this daughter never liked the frilly and the fancy this and the that. They like them and they dress them with that scratch me and the pattern shoes them would have bun my foot.
like.
And yes, and them would have put me in a hat. Church with a thing on there, so. Listen, man. When my mother dressed me well, she'd do the hair and she send me our little girl to church. By the time he come home, listen, the hat last. Cause I sit down at the bus window, GOS bus, and I take the string from under, I think I'm gonna put it there, so right to the window, come in, I like where they had, so it blow through the window. and the socks. So they used to come up on your knee, one day down there.
Yeah,
So
Chris.
the shoes back broke down. Let's see.
All right. The
I was
Tarzan, them
rebelling.
said
I
the
was
Tarzan
rebelling.
was different from the Jelly Bean. The,
Let me tell you something.
the
That's
Tarzan
not,
was when needed get when needed little bit. The
yeah,
Tarzan was the
and it
rubber
ole
boot.
ole. The
Yeah,
Tarzan it ole ole.
yeah, yeah.
What is Tarzan?
One
Her
shoes.
shoes.
What is a rubber looking shoes and it
Yeah, a
have
plastic it
some
make
little
out and
hole.
a rubber,
Plastic
yeah.
the tickler and it have some little hole in it.
Yeah, holy, yeah.
When it's chop over it, and I name Jelly Bean.
No, that the Tarzan was before the Jelly Bean.
So Jelly Bean was which one? Cause
Jelly
that
Bean.
the
Jelly
pushy.
bean are the pretty looking one with different color and it look transparent like the clear
Oh,
one. That was
okay.
the Tarzan was mostly them brown and most
Yeah,
time I
per
think it
house.
is like lace up and the Tarzan and it have some hole in it and it rubbery.
I want
And me
strap.
say you when your foot sweating at that it think.
Yeah, you just have to whatever have.
Suppose a strap come over your foot.
Well, probably some of them have strap, but my one did have
No.
lace. And when
Oh.
you know wear no socks with it, and when your foot sweating at that, Jesus
Mm.
God, you take out your foot in a class. Teacher will tell us if you put on back your shoes, man.
But the painted me,
I
I said
sweat
the
and
pain,
stink.
I stood them part because me now wear it because that
You
shoe
know,
burn your foot and so much.
when
Creation,
when
if you're not as old as me, you wouldn't know the Tarzan.
that's
Remember,
us
the
and
dog
yeah.
a long time
When
Tarzan. Man,
when
I look up at the
when me go high school, the shoes, the in shoes was, and if you're not, it was racers. You know the shoes, and then
when
it have the
yeah,
R in the
the big
heel.
R at the side. When I was going to
Yes,
high school,
yeah,
that
and
was
if you
in
know
thing. There's a
that was yep.
racers shoes with the big R
Hmm.
on the back, the cheese
Yes, if you
bottom
know,
and the
yep.
big R on it. That was my day. Was the racers. If you're not in
Sir, me
our
ain't get no
racers, you're
racer,
not cut
bro.
no dash.
Me no
Me
mother.
ain't get no racer. Let me tell you something.
Me
And
did
this
get
every
one.
time I remember this, me ain't get none because my parents them never have it. We didn't have it, but my parents never make we feel like we not have it. So my mom at our workplace, and every time I tell a story, I bring tears to my eyes. But to show you how much, yeah. So that, as I said, I never really have it, and so when I made these mash shoes because me a flat foot, so as you give me shoes, so it out of shape and what have you. So my mom used to get shoes from our workplace, black shoes, what have you, and when she get our new shoes, them she would have given me her shoes and the same old shoes them where she have should have put stuff cardboard paper on the bottom because we shot the place where she working at she work in the kitchen and so there was a lot of water in there and she'd have put cardboard paper in at the bottom of her shoes and wear it but she made sure that me have shoes. You know them boy, every time I remember it, it bring tears to my eyes. But that was how, you know, when you have parents and you don't know how much, but they
Mhm.
never make you feel like you because as you say, me go to school which are you have the azans,
We
high
have
school, you have the azans and you have this and you have the people them
to
with
the
money.
bed.
But I never felt less than. Me never did feel less than because my parents try to make me.
In our
Mhm.
time, children
Mm.
never let each other feel like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, Licia,
Each
I
other
went to
because of
school with rich kids. I went to school with rich kids. See, let me
what
tell you,
did they let
the
you feel
Azans and the Democadas and the
what did they let you feel
Annas.
that way though? Did
Uh,
they make fun of you?
I think it was just, they're gonna, them have them click. And if
Immediately. But what I'm
there was
saying is, did you
one
feel like
in,
you were being, like they bully you or make fun of you or
oh, no,
stuff?
no, no,
You,
bully me,
you did a young Chris
What
bully
creation.
I'm
me,
saying. Me no
bully
mean,
me.
no, I
You don't
don't
hear me
mean
tell
that
you
you
something with
won't
that?
react. I don't
But nobody.
mean that you won't react. But what I'm saying is,
Hmm.
did they show you some kind of way that you don't have, they make
There
fun of
was
you?
there was a distinct class thing in school. There was a distinct thing. It's like you have the haves and the have not. Listen here now. When you go to school and them are rolling in a them car, them what have you,
Yes, Sasha,
because
them
them
have
used to
show up the
drive.
page.
No, no, Marlene. That's not
Hmm.
what I'm asking because that is to
Yeah,
me.
you felt it.
Everybody have them click because they always is gonna be the haves and the have-nots. I think. But what I'm saying is, did you feel
Not
like they made fun of you, or they just didn't care about you? They over the side, you over the side.
Oh, that's
it
the reason.
was yeah, it was like that.
You're
Yeah.
born 75, you don't. You're supposed to know Tarzan.
Huh?
Even though you never have much people,
Yvonne says she
I
born
don't think
75, so she don't know
people even
Tarzan.
think about what they wear or what they don't have and don't have. I don't think, and this is the problem we have with nowadays because I think this is why there's so much bloody crime too because for some reason I think my generation that left back in Jamaica just simply never teach them pitney nothing. And so them come and have pitney. And no, and so the quality of life for me, I think in Jamaica is gone so low because of
Hmm.
the etiquette that we had. That me never tell me did have it. What I'm gonna say is we when you're not when you have certain things you feel like you didn't have, you don't know how much you never have until when you grow up big and then you start with.
Yeah,
You
because
really never know
when me I
until
grow up,
I
me
it
never
was
did know,
felt it
so we
was
never did have much until when I
I
grew up.
I
Because my parents, my father, really, and my father me grow with when I came Kingston. My father and my
hmm
stepmother. My father
hmm
never did know, say my father never have no money till when my father migrated to the US.
hmm
because they
there
try
was
to
there
provide
was
as best as they can, right? But in school, I guess we can't we never make fun of
so
people. And
so
like
so, so
me,
here's the thing, Licia.
eh?
When you said bullying, it wasn't bullying. It wasn't. I can't call it bullying.
I was I mean,
But for sure, you knew because, for example, like me, at the time, my where I live. So understand me. Me I go Meadowbrook High School. Where I lived at the time was Bay Farm Villas, Waterhouse, so Tower Lesser, Mall Road, there's some Malakeny Pinterest. So basically surrounded by, you understand me?
Mhm.
And there were a number of us who came from communities like those. Meadowbrook is nestled, as we say, at the foothill Red Hills and surrounding, I mean, like it's an affluent neighborhood. A lot of the kids who went to that school were from that area, not necessarily most of those of us who came from the not so affluent neighborhood who went there, we passed common entrance to go there. Those kids didn't necessarily pass common entrance. Their parents had money and they paid. So there was the haves and the haves not. Many times I got into me and my little clique get into argument with the haves because they try to make us feel like we were less than. I wouldn't say it was bullying by today's standard, but they
okay.
never got away from it. They never got away with it because in
But
as much as we stand up for ourselves, so I can tell you that it was that clash of class there. And
Mm.
so yeah, so you felt it and you know it, but you never make it get you down because you know how you got there. And
Mm.
you work, you do your lesson and what have you. And we used to tease them, say if it were not for money they wouldn't be there. But needless to say, it
was
was
easier.
something.
It was easier for me because I went to a
Hmm.
average high school where it was in
Hmm.
a community where it was mostly that because my school was on Mountain View. So
Yeah.
say it was the average high school. Most of us were
Hmm.
up from the same socio-economic
Avondale,
background.
yes, girl, yeah.
Most
Up
of
in
us were
Avondale,
from
so
that.
yeah.
We had
Hmm.
only a few rich children came to Excelsior. And
Mm.
most times those were the ones who their parents couldn't buy no spot in the other ones. So they bought
Mm-hmm.
theirs their way in Excelsior. So we never have much rich kids there.
Oh, we did.
We had a few though, but not much. Most of the rich ones that we had were people coming from like Vineyard Town community, which
Yeah.
at the time was a little uptown
Upper,
community.
yeah. I have a little uppity to
Vineyard
it.
Town,
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
So
So
yeah. So in my school, it was you remember when I talk about the 5%ers, the 5% of family where have the riches in Jamaica. A lot of them for them picnic come there. Some will go, some of them siblings will go immaculate or them go champion or them go, but some of them end up in a Meadowbrook. So that was the dynamics you had there at school, and I have to say yeah, there were a few clashes and so on.
Even
Most of them, I must say, a lot of the our schoolmates, they were welcoming, but you did have the snooty type, who try, then they were successful to put you down, but we quickly put them in a them place. But outside of that, yeah, but yeah.
well,
Yeah, that was the same. Yeah,
Yvonne,
Yvonne, me wear that are my thing these days,
Yvonne,
Clocks.
I
What
when me
Yvonne?
grow
When
big
you used
and
to wear
start work,
clocks.
I when me grow
Travel
big and
Fox,
start
what
work,
there?
me
Bally's,
buy
watch there.
clocks, Yvonne.
What Yvonne a show up
Ballet,
and way?
ballet, and travel facts and clocks. Even I when me start work, me could afford that.
what my school now, a lot of people have the misconception that Adventist school is that half of it is not.
LA
Actually,
Gear, Pepper
I, I,
Nike. I watch
I want to come
I look
from
for the
my
rich
little
people them.
pepper Nike. I want to come from my LA gears. Me don't know where
Trojan,
everything there.
way.
Oh,
Trojan
John,
and shoes, Maggie Poo, yeah. I
Maggie, me don't
clocks
know
me,
that.
my boots now, My boots now, when me wear my work shoes, some clocks boot me rock,
Oh, she said British, yes, so she would
Yeah, she
know those,
British,
yeah,
all
them
with
British,
clocks, yeah.
yeah,
that's all my
clocks and them
brother.
things.
I like old shoes like me, the back
Tarzan is like Vans.
and the different colors.
Okay.
Vans, wear clocks, Vans, Great Queen. Who's a
Punky
great
Brewster socks, I would that. Oh, no, and then young
uptown
one, you know
people?
about them Punky
Punky
Brewster socks.
Brewster. When people punk come around, me done me a big me
When
left
Punky
high
Brewster came
school.
around, me I did big woman.
Big woman, yes. Sasha, Queen. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
telling
tried,
the
I mean, I
time
remember how to log into me.
talking about menopause, they were saying those are the things that they have to look forward to, and they were saying it. And right now, I'm gonna take up Twitter. So here we go.
Again, you did cool. I know you're hot again.
Yeah, we need like a chill after me.
Oh, hush, hush.
Come on, so come
Why
on.
glad me name go through them the stages there.
All right, me I tell
But
you.
I
The
get a
only
little of
stage
that.
me go through
It
is
don't
that
bother
me
me the day.
end up now on the head side. The whole of me head gone.
The
That
peel out.
among my worries there right now.
Time now is like, oh,
And from my doctor tell me say the menopause cause it. Me say alright, you look for few one. You look good.
Yvonne,
we get my
75. She's a 70s kid. Yvonne a 70s kid. She born 75. You born the year before me start high school.
Yvonne,
76. Hush
no,
puppy. Hush
I
puppy. Do
started
you remember Hush
I
puppy?
started high school in 78 or
Right, me
70.
start 76. Me start
One of them, me
76.
start high school that time there.
So you
I know it's as Lada
Eh?
shoes.
Eh?
one now you?
Marlene, me don't know if Marlene must be 1 year
Of
older
course, me
than me.
older. Yes.
Oh, you asked me before.
Huh?
Hmm?
I didn't ask
Marlene
you
says she 1 year older than me. She have one like says she older
I
than me.
one or two. I'm a two,
At two, yeah, two. We part. Oh, she fit older me so much, Marlene.
A two. Why? Well, a 64 my born. The best year of the year. Best time of the year. 64. January 64. It was a very good
I
year.
1 year older than me because me are 65.
I was born in
But
64.
that January my bad. Almost.
65.
He birthday last month.
Hmm?
Huh?
Last month was his birthday.
I'm sorry, Lisa, I didn't hear
His
you.
birthday was last month.
Your
Whose
birthday was
birthday?
last month.
husband.
She-
I'm Taurian. Taurian.
She's
Oh, she
Taurus.
me.
She is a Taurus bull.
She,
Stubborn.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Oh, bad, yeah.
My mom was
She is the
18th of May.
Taurus bull. But
My
say when me little bit the most beat me get was because me did
ballet.
stubborn. Oban,
Ballet was in the 80s, right?
The
Mm.
trouble at school. Me just getting at trouble.
How
you know,
did
me
It wasn't.
Wallaby?
It
Who does
wasn't book.
Wallabies?
It wasn't bookworks.
Wallabies.
Trouble. It was just me just torment the principal and the vice principal them because they were too uppity. So me torment.
When I remember one time when I was living with my father and my stepmother, and my father did just migrate. Then we both in a third farm. Every year, the tradition where them have to take out every Christmas and take out everything out the cabinet and wash and
Of
put back.
course.
The day now we dey live in our tenement yard and we have to go around at the back to go wash up the plate. The lady put about 6 plates in my hand and put one glass on top of a plate. Now when me carry them go around the glass, roll off a plate, them and mash. By me if you come back, the woman one thump in my back or me broke her glass. And then she give me one next set, here she go tell me now. You can't carry them and I broke them again. I say, oh yes. You see, as I go around the corner, I just have
That's
I
straight. Jesus,
one
have
name
mercy.
broke me up. Whenever broke me, just turn up on them. Cause me I say, if me I
Jesus.
go back around there and get beaten, might as well me get beaten for something what me do.
So, Yvonne, sir, our granny iron curtain and bed linen. Some people still do that, Yvonne.
My granny
But
iron all her slip and the something where you put on and that what she call it petticoat. She iron
but
it slip,
still,
she iron the petticoat, she iron everything. Me
oh,
come
who
at
this
town and iron all
1966? Hold on
Mary.
there. Let me say 1966. Who this? 1966. Hold
Lillian.
on, it missed there.
I
Lillian.
was 66.
Lillian.
Lillian Duhaney, 1966. Aunt is May 3rd. What January? What
Okay,
is
no
what
bother.
is what is story say? What is January? Yeah, January 3rd.
When
I'm
it's
January
finished.
3rd.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, true Jane do. Amount of beat when me get for broke your crackery them what they got where they not using and then have them in the till and hole as then take out
Um,
the crack and
that's
beat me
why them
teeth.
wash it. That's why them kick it out and wash car. If you know what, take it and wash the other dry rotten.
Me said the woman, I just dropped them and broke them. Then when she said,
Jeez.
Jesus Christ, then broke. And me I say, yeah man, and if she did give me more for carry on there again,
Don't
I
even
carry
be
on and go drop them and
bro.
broke them
Jane
again.
though. One of the bad So you and Jane do the same thing.
Yeah man, broke them off. I broke them. Lunchtime in Japan. What time of the day that is daddy story say? She said lunchtime now in Japan. Is the next day? It is now Sunday in Japan.
Me gone. Oh, she gone.
Okay, she said
Yeah.
lunchtime. No
Oh,
man, Jane do me say me broke off a crack with them. The woman have to tap, give me them for wash. Every time she give me one for wash, I deliberately broke it.
Oh, remark
only thing.
November 11th. I Rimac
No, no, no.
8492 and November 11.
That's not what the person is saying. It was a
What?
time. It was a time.
It was
It's
11.
the
Okay,
time.
11. Okay, sorry.
Remember Alicia prayed? It was a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah,
with some
Queen. Yeah.
connection, the 11:11.
Yeah, that's a AK something. Queen. Yeah, that's true. They never your parents did, our parents do them they gave us what we needed. Um
The person said it's
yeah,
Sunday. It's Sunday in
Okay,
Japan.
yeah, okay. It's Sunday in
yeah.
Japan. Okay.
One in my entire life, my father beat me one time and my mother registered punishment, which was bad one time. Where when me they get beat when you talk about when I say your parents give you what you needed. Remember when you go to school and you get your book list at the end of the school's term for buy your list the book list of books so child and my parents made sure that I got everything that was on that list. Every book. So my mother would have start buy book we get the book list in June, so that by the time we get to September morning, me have all of my book
All of
them.
them.
So my mother did buy me book them, and I think she get the last book. She buy the last book the same day school opens. At them time them could afford to buy it. The last book. Me come home and me see my book them and me feel good. I remember when you wrap your book them with paper and all that sort of thing. Me sit down on the veranda right there and me wrap my book them and what. Little did I know, one of the book fall over the veranda edge there in the flower bed.
Gender, the
Listen,
one, the one
the
out
following
there.
day, me get up on my father say, my father out there water the flowers. And him call me. You think me that it wise up from them? Him call me and him say, your mother buy all of the books and I say yes. And him say, you happy with them? And I say yes. And him say, you have all of them? And I say yes. You have all of them in your bag? I say yes. Him say, you sure? I say yes. Him say, go check man and check. Make sure you have everything in the bag. You think some I get wise and figure out to sitting there right?
Mm-hmm.
Me come back, me sister one of the come, me I look on the list and me I look and me know so she get all of the book them in a car, so she get them, she check them off. When me I look and me not see one of the book them, sir, but she did get all of the book them. Anyway, me run go out there and say, yesterday me have all of the book them. Me say, me could I run, you know. The man dropped the hose and he started run me around the house. Yes, me. When if no catch up, he could catch him, get me gossa, use the gossa with a belt and me slip it, but part I catch me on the back, but me skin the tender to it on. Yeah. So when me get a lick there, me I tell you it hot. So me stop. Him said to me, say, if I one thing me go teach in a life, don't tell lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. Don't tell lie. Him take up the book.
You didn't deliberately know so you're not have it, when you go check, you realize you're not have it.
Me realize that me not have it when me go check, but me come back, come tell you, say, me have all of them.
You never
That
know.
time him don't find the book over in the flower bed.
Why you
And
tell
then he
them,
don't wait it up.
but you never know so you're not have it, and I lie.
He knew that I didn't, but I came
No,
back and say I had it.
you didn't know, realize you didn't have it.
When he said, go check. So I went and checked and I realized that I didn't have it. And before I come,
So when you
before
come,
me,
you still say you have it?
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Happy your father. You
yes,
forget.
yes,
You forget
I
this.
agree.
Well, me
And
get
him,
this one time, and I mean, me never tell a lie either. And it, my parents love beat people for things they didn't tell lie.
listen,
One
I
thing, my
never tell her,
mom,
listen, the message was delivered, Alicia. I never told a lie since then. Even if it did brazen, when me have to say it's brazen, and he told me never to tell a lie. I may never tell them no lie since then. Me tell them
okay.
everything, even no matter how brazen it seemed. But he had to
Mm-hmm.
accept whatever I told him because he said, don't ever lie to me again. So throughout my life, me not lie to him again. Even when
Not
I'm in
true.
my teenage years and
Not the lying thing. Me not like
me-
that. If me come home late, why you let me that play? Beat me.
yeah, yeah, things like those.
Me that play.
Me tell him,
Play and the time going, lick me. And then my
that's
school,
silly you. Even tell him the truth.
I'm late. I'm not supposed to late. That it wasn't
But
the
still,
time, it was the fact that you come home late.
Queen, you
no,
left
me
high
no,
school and just
no
was saying you're
lie.
sick and farm.
Yes, you're not supposed to come home late. I'm late. Then one know why you come late, but that no means you're not get licked. But my
No,
father,
sir. Well, him
time,
did come.
one time my father hit me. What happened was, so I went, my mother had sent me there. Sometime in the school year, I can't remember when.
Yes, Ivan.
We're
Abomination.
gonna stay with him for a little while. And
Mm-hmm.
so he gave me a key to the house.
Ivan is so wicked.
Me now love to play inside.
Ivan said to forget licks.
Me no remember what happened, but me lost the key. I don't remember how my last the key, but my last the key. So me now, I want to tell him to my last the key. So me start, him leave early in the morning. So me start leave the back door open, pull up it, because technically I'm thinking he's supposed to come on before him.
Yeah, shame the devil. Curio mix.
So me
Unfunny.
left the back door open because me can't find the key.
Oh, you can't find the key.
Right. And when him come home, him will open the front door. So we can't leave the front
Mm.
door open. Plus the front door and the front door. So we leave the back door open, push up it, pull up it as much as we can, make sure they come in. So no, my father come home and realize the back door open again. And he never asked me why. Just assume that me left me. You know, and then time they when it happen. Leave me, the man me carry my horse and left him there. And so
Yeah,
when
they always have make up some story in their head.
I me
What?
leave the man there, and so when the man a left, the man beep in the back later, don't ask him, come and ask the key. So when him let
Wow.
me they tell him to me last key, but he not believe in the same man. So me just
Mhm.
take the thing from him.
Oh, my kingdom, no. Never. You have to tell anybody that a chat where anything to, when you're kids, too, them say you have the prefrontal cortex not developed yet. So, so some things where you do when you're kids, and when you grow older, as soon as you reach maturity, a lot of things you realize and you do better, but when we
Um,
not grow up, but to talk up the things you get some lick then I feel
When we
lifetime.
grew up, with parents
so you can
make up story in
see
their head, them imagination they too wide. They
no,
make
but
up some story and
you
funny
see,
enough, my father never used to beat me. And I must say 2 times throughout my life I ever get beaten from my father. 2 times. Me
one
get
time,
beaten from my father. My mother never beat me from the day me born and she dead now. My
Yeah.
grandmother now is the one where used to beat me. But the funny
me and
thing,
the one girl, so my responsibility is to clean. And then when rain fall and brother them run up and down in the house. And when my
mhm.
mother come the house, dirty up back. Me to get the cleaning over so me I tell you, me not clean the house.
Now clean it.
You know,
Funny enough, when we grow up, me come up, some come see my brother, them do them clean house and do all them things. I had my chore when I got to that stage when I needed to do chores, but it wasn't assigned to me because my girl picked me, say me I go clean the house.
It wasn't time to me to clean.
Yeah, whenever, you know what, when we think about it, me dey have some forward
And
thinking
so we
parents,
get clean,
Me dey have some forward
then
thinking
the
parents.
rain fall, and then clean
Mm-hmm,
and run up and down in a it.
mm-hmm,
Me not clean it again. So me
mm.
take,
Take a lick.
but
When the turban bad, me the afraid of lick. Me never like lick.
why me this stubborn?
it was
Me
Mm-hmm.
this stubborn.
we
My
stop.
father
Yeah.
beat me 2 times. One time my father beat me. My father have this thing where if him be I beat you, you fi cry. And me tell myself, say you could have killed me today, me not cry.
Yeah, cry your
And he
turban.
lick me and he beat me and me decide say me not cry. Until when he lick me so till he say, you're a wicked picking. Move in front of me, come now, I got prison for you. Class.
I tell you.
Hmm?
How much you talk of?
July.
But you
What turban?
July.
never
But me
understand me
stubborn
not
different. Me just stubborn differently.
me
That's every beat I got when I was growing up. It was because I
understand.
was stubborn. Me just
Turban.
stubborn differently. And I have
Man,
this, I when I was growing up, I have this thing. If I get the slightest idea, say, yeah, try force me to do something.
me
And
not.
that's what
Yep.
everything done. You have to kill
Yeah.
me. I mean, I do it.
You know, I do it. Yeah.
No.
Me gonna tell you one lesson when my father teach me one day. Because after that incident, they were like him said, "Don't ever make me have to lick you again. Don't." And he never had to. But there were lessons that I needed to learn. That one, yeah. When we share the story, people are say it yeah, may have been abuse, but hey, here it go now. So my father is a man who is very disciplined. If you're gonna put shoes on your foot, make sure it clean. You're gonna put yourself together, you must look good. You understand me? So me did have this habit because him usually him when I come home from school, him usually take my shoes and clean it. But him always I tell me say make sure You clean your shoes. So here comes a weekend now, and school are gonna start Monday morning. And you can imagine every time you tell me clean your shoes, clean your shoes. They warm all weekend, no shoes not clean. Monday morning me get up, put on the shoes. So when me go now and I say tell my father some tell my father bye bye. Him look down upon the shoes and him say, take off the shoes. So me now think say I go clean it as usual. Him say, take off the socks. So I say, well, I'm gonna go school. Feel good. Talk up. Me dey live down. Me don't live down Baggrave Avenue, half Mountain View.
Mhm.
My father say,
No Bloomberg.
go on to school.
Kaka. So if you go barefoot.
Him say, go on to school. Me say,
No
"But
Bloomberg, I am cancer. The sign. I rule on a
yeah,
cancer.
listen here now. Talk about shame. Shame would have killed me. You can imagine I go to school without shoes because that was, yeah. Me go school for the whole day. Me go in, as me go in, so me go in the classroom, I sit down, me no go ramp, me no do nothing.
So
Me sit
if you
down on
go
my desk.
barefoot, now go him have to kill me with
Wait, no, but this, here's it now. So, in my school done, the 1, 2 o'clock bells, and so them time there, the sun and the heat on
the
the
concrete no
asphalt
hurt.
and it.
Yeah, the good
Listen,
thing.
it's a good thing my two brother them did love their little sister. One take off one foot, a fee shoes, and the other one take off one other foot, a fee shoes, and I saw me go home because me no know how me da stand at the hot asphalt there in the mid-afternoon, high sun in the sky. You
Don't you reach up
see,
at school without boot. Me now going to say my father
me
have to
go.
kill me.
You see,
Me
as me
now have to
reach
kill
home,
me. Me now go.
you see, as me reach home,
Till me know school over.
you see, as me reach home, my shoes clean. I have never put a dirty shoes on my foot from the day there till to the day.
Mm.
Never,
Me know.
ever.
Me know
So
say me
some lessons when me get in my lifetime. My mother now, when me a teenager, and she used to say, when you come home from school, take off your uniform. But me have this thing, me go a road and me go buy milk or bun and something in my uniform. She always say to me, she come home from work the evening and she see me in the afternoon the after, and she come home and she see me and she knows me come from
eh?
school because my bag's down there.
No, said Mary.
Listen, she give me out of the blue because my mother no lick me no nothing. Me just feel what? Oh my God, 14 years old, one slap across my face. Mr. Mama, what you do that for? I tell you, for take off your uniform when you come home from school every day. Take off your uniform. From that day there till me left school. No. So some lessons they registered. They never need to tell me. Mm-hmm.
And we have sit for dinner. When we get up, you have to say, excuse me, please. When we get up,
Mm-hmm.
when we finish eat around the table, if you want to get up, you have to say, excuse.
Excuse.
One evening, me decide, say, me nah said, no, excuse me this evening.
Why?
Me
Why?
just say, I feel to say none. And
Why?
my father say, you have to say it. And me
Why?
say, all right. And he say, me nah get up from the table.
True,
And me say,
Yvonne.
excuse
Eh,
me, please. And me
Yvonne.
say, I sit down, all when night I come down, me no get up. And my father sit down there with me. I say, okay. You say, who can sit down the longest?
Make Yvonne do me that. Yvonne.
I call that door. Oh, you start smell your arm. You
Yes,
start.
yes. And I decided, and I said, no, excuse me, please. And my father sit down till night come down. And me say, we are going to see who can last the longest at tonight because if you beat me, kill me, me not say it. Because me don't say it in my mind, me don't tell myself, so me don't perk up for beating already, you know, it could have killed me. Me nah say no, excuse me, please.
Why?
So till he run me, so me forgot my bed. I mean, not to watch no TV. Me no business, cause me nah say none.
You know, I just noticed in my camera, just in case them people they might screenshot and that, you know, them go put me a look over my head. One paper up in my ceiling and my skylight. Me tape up my skylight in the summertime. I mean, it's never take it down in the winter.
Got
Okay,
too
in the
much sun
summer,
coming.
it's hot like hell. Me now take it up. Me never take it down. I mean, no, then go screenshot it and say me
Yeah,
ceiling and
enough
just.
things after the yeah man, enough things them on
Auntie, why
screenshot.
you do it? You should have one stubborn pitney
Me
here,
did
so
just
daddy so
bad. You know,
stubborn.
so when me
But
little bit, me did stubborn, me did kind of
but have
stubborn in a way so till I don't know why I was so stubborn.
have you
One
ever
kid say you not
have you
say
ever
excuse. All of a
Hmm?
sudden.
she
Why
does she
you
does
try
she
to
does the
Me
other
just
guy
do
with
so little things sometimes
the
when
guy
me
with the
decide
tail.
say me nah do no, me just do so little things. Remember another thing, my father used to have this thing. He might teach me money management. And my
Mm-hmm.
father give we lunch money Sunday night for the whole week. Kaka. By Tuesday for me done. And me can't tell him say me nah have no lunch money. I have to go back to school. Me name off my one between Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday, me not have no lunch money for go to school. So me wake up Wednesday morning now, so me I try pull off one quick one now, say me feel sick. And that is say, yeah, go to school and me I say me can't go. Me say me wake up, me all have fever and me sick and the man tell me still have to go to school.
Good night, good night.
So you
Who's
know
it?
what I do?
Sweet
And I
lips.
put
What
on my clothes. That time we live on Maxwell Avenue, you
nice
know.
sweet lips, yeah.
I may have to walk from Maxwell Avenue go halfway tree.
Mm.
I
I
walk
know about
from
that.
halfway tree go Mountain View
Wow, that's a one nice trek.
because me have to go to school and me can't tell my father say me eat off my lunch money. I have to go to school. So me go to school now and me go to school and beg bus fare and do without lunch. Me I tell you, and my father, you know, say my father didn't know say me did it off lunch money.
Mm.
He know, you know,
So,
and he's gonna watch me.
so instead of go halfway through, you could have go across road from Maxfield and then
But
go
me
up.
didn't know that. I have a tree
Yeah.
route me did know. I
Oh,
walk
so you don't
to
stick to the
school
route where you
and
know.
just straight to the road where the bus, the Joyce bus drive past.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you about stubbornness. Me, funny enough, I know you can't look and see. You can't tell by my size, but me was a picky eater. Very picky. A lot of things I didn't eat. Many
Lauren, I
evenings,
did say
me
good
end
now.
up
You
I
must
eat
work hard.
rice
Did you
and
sleep?
butter.
Yes. Same
Many
thing too.
yeah, many evenings I ended up eating rice and butter or boiled banana and butter because a whole heap of the meat, them fish and them things them me never eat it. Give me stew peas though, and me eat off the whole pot. But anything else, beef,
Real
cow
time,
food,
the same time,
never
just
eat it.
one kind of like a day.
Yes. So this particular day, my mother cook
Real
fish.
time I forgot school.
Fish was the I didn't
Wow.
like fish. But you know when you slung a table with the belt on the table, so and you yeah water drop it on the food, and you
Mm.
and you yeah, and you not get up from the table till you eat that fish there this evening. You know them things there. So me did it, me ball and me take time and me eat it and me done. You see by night come, me start scratch. And some big old something so start come up on my skin.
You're allergic to it?
Will you see her now? She carry me go to the doctor the following day. And when the doctor asks what, my mother said, but everybody eat the fish. Everybody. And my mother tell the doctor the story about how she forced me to eat it. The doctor laugh and say, you've got one of those on your hand. If she don't want to do something, don't force her to do it because she deliberately made herself sick because she didn't want to eat the fish.
Mm?
From that
Me,
day, my mother never forced me to eat nothing.
me, so
Possibly you were allergic. Possibly it was an allergic reaction, or you get yourself sick. So
Because I blocked my mind against eating it. Because me eat fish
you did
today.
allergic. You did
Me eat
allergic.
fish. You know, allergy, anything such enough force me feet, nothing, cause me make up my mind, so me I eat it, and me I go make myself
You
sick.
can't sick, Lisa, because me wake up already and tell them say me have fever. And when they come take me neck, me feel hot. And
You
when
just,
daddy gone to work, me
your
never have no
mind, yep.
fever again.
Yeah, me never eat, when me, a
When
whole
daddy
package
come
me never
check
eat.
me, me
Mm-hmm.
a burn up. And daddy reach gone through the door for go work. And me get up, me never have no fever again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
When you try,
you know,
that's I don't force. Like I never force my son to eat anything. What his dad said to him one at the time is like, "Oh, when he said he didn't like stuff, his dad would say to him, "How you know you don't like it? You haven't tasted it. You haven't tried it." So with him, it was always you try it one time and then say not like it, you not eat it. I'm not force him to eat nothing. Cause I know me, I know who I was. And if you force me to eat, I never need eat ackee until me pregnant with him. Ackee,
Mm-hmm.
when my mother cook ackee and saltfish, she have to take out my saltfish and put aside. I never eat ackee.
yeah, then when I'm in school, all time when I'm picking at home, and you know, go pick up some ackee have somebody tree. Ackee and
Chicken back,
chicken, but
chicken back,
Aki and
me eat.
timber, aki and tin mackerel, aki and shad, aki and red herring.
Never
ackee,
eat ackee until me a grown ass so man 37, 37 years old. Yep, and I by mistake me eat the ackee. Come me
Mm-hmm.
dey go buy food. Me the pregnant and me the feel for saltfish and banana and them things there. And
And
me
then
order
get
the
aki.
food and go pick it up. And me never check it before me go back to the office. And when me go back to the office, lo and behold, ackee in the thing. No. You know when you're pregnant and you feel a hunger there, you know if you don't eat something you're gonna feel sick.
And you
So me
just eat it.
scrape off the ackee off of the saltfish. But one of the time when me never scrape it off completely apparently and me taste it. Well, let's
Yes,
just say from that
real.
day till today.
One of my daughter
Mhm.
tabernacle.
Yep. One of them.
Every time I see her, I myself
with them,
missy.
with
And then
them,
every time I go for lick him, remember said I see where you did
with
that.
It's
So
a
one,
leave
stay,
it.
yep.
Hello.
with
Karma.
one. Talk of which one?
Hmm? The younger
The,
one. The young one.
I still may for me. The younger one take my energy,
Hmm?
you know.
The younger one take everything
One,
from me. Hmm?
one half a wall.
I will not be Maggie Poo. The doctor said, I will not be eating that. I will not be compromising my taste buds.
Akuya, I don't know which daughter said that.
Hey.
Okay, Michelle. Good night, darling.
Yeah.
Michelle, good night, everyone. I have to go to shut
Me
my
not
eyes. City.
fighting with
Good
them
night,
because
Michelle.
when me don't cook, if you don't eat what me cook, you go
You're good,
find
brother.
something
Start.
for
Yeah, find
yourself.
something to eat. Yep. Yep.
Mhm, mhm.
But then, yeah, starve you picking them.
I
Me not
used to
care.
be the one to cook in high school. For me, it was in high school. So when him used to
Yes, could be stress. That's right. That's right. That's what real not perfect says. That's true. That's it. They call it hives. Yes, it did cause hives. And when I'm
when
stressed, even to the day, even now, when I'm stressed, I break out in hives. Really stressed, I break out in hives.
my
Mm-hmm.
him now him hate fire like up. I don't care me try to teach him now. You don't
Ma-
want nothing to do with him, but all I want is
If
food.
you're hungry, I may cook.
No, him we stay hungry all day. I never see somebody can't tolerate hunger. Tolerate hunger. Mine means them I buy pre-made stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
full downstairs the freezer full and he will order something. And the same thing. Burgers, hot dogs, chicken wings, whatever. And he will order out to us, stay there hungry till my man. And as I go in the kitchen, I make something. As me done, and he hear me, I'm done in the kitchen, come, he hear him coming out.
Well, we
Don't
need to tell him something. We need to tell him something
come.
because we are teach them for the lady where them are go getting on them life.
You
Not to
say,
expect her to
Unfortunately,
go into the
I don't
kitchen.
have any son. Me the one son, but me not get none.
It's
They're
a
the one.
when him get
What me
old.
get? But if I have
I
four
think him have
grandchildren
It
time.
and
set
they're
you up.
all
Ivan same
boys.
set you up.
I have to
Ivan,
live with him. Me tell him say me not live with no papa no one. No, don't drag me no.
yeah,
No,
if you learn for cook, so that no woman no have no, yeah, if you learn, so that no woman no have no for him head.
can't test that with jerk chicken. The older one, him can cook, make a jerk chicken, you see. But me teach him
Hmm.
cook. In high school, come tell him say when you go to college, no name for no woman. Don't eat for no woman.
You know what I tell you? You know what I red kerchief you?
I gave him a percolator. He got a cake and he got a wok and he got a rice cooker. And that boy was chefing up in
When with the soup,
putting
with the
mother.
superstar,
The
we
food.
used to sneak and eat tough crackers because me never like soup. How would that, Ivan? Yeah, are you there in the chat? Boost up your mouth about me. Yeah. See, you did have your ways to Ivan.
So somebody here said, Cherry Henry said, I have never eaten ackee in my life and I am 73 years old. But
Wow.
my sister never eat ackee
You
all
know,
our lives growing up too.
from
My
Jamaica.
sister has never eaten
From
ackee.
Jamaica.
Yeah,
Do
my
you
sister is
know?
from Jamaica and she has never eaten ackee. She don't
You
eat
know,
ackee. And
you
my
know,
sister, one oh, soon 60.
you know they have
Mm-hmm.
it in Puerto Rico and they don't eat it. They don't eat
Mm-hmm.
our breadfruit. They don't use it. Ackee and breadfruit in Puerto
What?
Rico. And they don't know what it is. They don't use it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But even breadfruit, not Columbus care breadfruit. No.
Yeah, but it's in Puerto Ricans don't use it. They don't
Oh,
use it.
ackee? They
Wow.
don't eat ackee? Puerto
They have
Ricans?
it there and they have
Okay.
breadfruit there and they don't
Okay.
use it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after the
They don't
meal,
always
well,
at it.
like once I tasted the ackee, I've never gone back.
You eat it from them?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
eat it from the first time I tasted, but there were so many things that I never ate as a kid. As a young child, I never ate. Me never like cow foot. Me never like beef. Me never like the smell of beef. Me never like beef soup. Me never
Mm-hmm.
like a whole lot of things I didn't eat. And so that is why after time I ended up having butter and rice or banana, boiled green banana
Even
and
are
butter.
you from Ivan was saying Tobago never knew how to cook ackee, so they got rid of the trees.
What? You say you don't know what you don't know,
Interesting.
right?
Interesting because I guess some people still think it is poisonous.
Yeah, you have to know how to cook it.
You
Yeah.
have to know how to wet your
Real,
food.
not perfect. Are you a Jamaican? She said she don't eat mango.
What?
Who?
No, 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 real. Real. You're
Real, are
definitely
you
not
a
perfect.
Jamaican?
Oh, you not forgot eat mango, real? No, no, you have to come with that one here. No kind of mango. Where are you from, real? Not perfect.
Me just ask her if she's from Jamaica. Because then I how you for Jamaican and not eat mango. If I even hear a mango.
St. Julian,
Come.
Watch
East
her with the
Indian,
mango. What are you with that now?
Bombay.
Take this.
Hey, give me that now. How about
This
that?
way.
Mango. That look
What
like
man about which one? Another fufu,
that look
another
like
East,
East
East Indian,
East Indian.
All right,
a
it
fufu.
won't calm down. It won't calm down. America don't import nothing from Jamaica no more.
Yeah, it call I want
Here.
them bring them
Where you
mango
get
in
that
one
from?
box. So I call it
Mexican.
That no look
Mexico.
like
A
full
fufu what
mango.
name?
Them
Full
It
mango look better. Full mango look better than that.
what I'm call it
I
this
give me
year.
let me say taste better.
Full mango look better than that. And taste better.
Listen here.
That
That
not even look
mango there,
like
me
full
taste it before.
East Indian mango.
East
That looks
Indian
fluffy.
mango a class for that.
That looks
Wait
fluffy.
one second, let me say, sweetie, come brush me. One second.
That looks
Where
fluffy.
Mango. I'm me alone one in a
I've never
mango.
eaten. I
When I
have the
told
tree,
you
but I've never.
mango,
Hold on, let me see where she says something another
That them
perfect.
mango they look fluffy. Me I send
It
two
name
mango from here.
food. It name something another.
no grudge
Food.
it no grudge me for my mango.
I
No,
send two
not
mango
that.
from here. Not
Not
that.
that.
Not
Not
that.
that. Dearie, not that. Not that mango. No. You can have that for
No.
you can have that for yourself, okay?
Wait,
But me look on the person who's
Then there is a like American for
Saint
it.
Mary. Saint Mary, me love you to me. Oh God, me love you to me.
where's
As
St.
a man,
Mary
know you.
said?
said, me one day me I buy a ticket now because me don't know where you live, but yeah, come look for me.
I
Man,
would
I'm here.
feel
What
yourself.
don't Mary? We have a part ways. Oh, you feel of money married. What and Mary,
What?
man? I just
Well, let me look for the answer. Where's she? Real not perfect. Where's she? Where did she say she is from? Real not perfect. Real not perfect. May I look through the chat for see where real not perfect says she. But she said, no, no,
married.
no, real not perfect. You need to give up your Jamaican card. No.
What happened? What happened?
Okay, guys.
What happened?
Here how the trips go now. We are wrapping up. We
Oh,
have been here 3
16
hours
minutes.
and 43 minutes. We are
16
wrapping up
minutes.
because say
You have
AK is
church.
on live now. So
Oh, for
we're
real?
going over day.
oh,
Okay.
And we are
Okay.
there
oh.
more than 3.5 hours.
Okay.
So
Bye,
let's call it
everybody.
a night.
Yeah, everybody. God bless you. Travel
Bless you
safely. Go
all.
to where God take you
Now
through
never send to
through the
Mango come
dawn.
to Elise. That is
Okay.
not Mango.
Bless you.
Never
Mommy,
God
send
and
to
protect you.
never send
We'll
to
jump
Mango
over to
come here.
AK. Wait, we have to talk next time. Read not perfect.
Oh, they
Come,
say
you have to
pray. Who
answer
is
some
praying?
question. Some question. No, you never hear me answer
Oh,
the prayer a
Marlene,
while
you can
ago.
pray. Did you pray?
Yeah, me just said the prayer a while
All
ago.
right, that's fine. Let's all right.
Yeah, so
see you on the other side.
Yeah, see
yeah,
you
we'll
on
see
the
you.
other
Bye,
side.
everybody. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
God bless you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Take
everyone have a
Bye.
care.
wonderful week.
You
Yes,
all.
Blessing
yes,
and safety.
Yes,
yes.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, you all.
Yeah.
Bye. Real
Bye.
special
Bye.
Jamaican. And she don't eat mango. We
No,
have to
she'll take away our
revisit that
card.
reel.
We are going to take away our card. Bye.
Yes.
See you on the other
Bye, you
side.
all. Bye. See you on the other side, guys.